Chill. And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Knowledge in the Afternoon, the stream that gives you the best news. This is your boy DJ Eddie King, and I have my guests here today. We have the best in the world, 84, and we got First Lady Tammy in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get it. I know everybody's surprised. You know, this is my first time, my first welcome, just doing the intro of the show. Thank you very much. But yeah, today, who do we got here in the chat? We have, let's see, Arshawn Dave. What's going on? He said, hey, family, have a great stream. I'll be replying, gang, like a what? Today? Am I reading this right? Am I reading this right?
Yeah, I'll be replaying gang like a mug today. So he's gonna do the replay thing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Eddie. I'm gonna highlight the comments real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you a question. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let her hold, bro. Okay, thank you for letting us know that that's so hopeful. Sometimes we gotta let her be. Okay, we're gonna get to that comment. That's a good starting point. Thank you. Real talk with Mimsy Limbs. Go ahead, Eddie. Can you read that comment, baby, please?
Mimsy, shout out to Mimsy. She says, I'm looking forward to the stream. I just did one on polygamy. Yeah. I can support a polygamous marriage. Currently moving towards this. However, what that's IT?
Polygamous marriage.
Polygamous marriage. There we go. Yeah. For procreation. Okay. I gotta blow up my screen. I can't see. I'm gonna have to blow it up.
Okay. More. And the great Chef Shapiro said, "Oh snap!" You know what I'm saying?
There we go. I can see better now.
And then K Marion, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
K Marion, Miss M3, hello. She says, "Hey fam, Queen Dom is having a tech issue. We're so apologetic to have to postpone this topic. Let me see. In its place, you will see a short live of Knowledge in the Afternoon with DJ Eddie King. Mister, if you know, now you know, but he's not here today. Today, we got Best in the World.
Yes, sir.
He's taking his place.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay. So, K. Marion says the show will be delayed by 15 minutes while, I'm going to just say the crew, and first, and all of us to present the best content for you this afternoon. Stay tuned. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely got some bomb content for y'all as always. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, Womenosphere said, can't wait for the show to start.
Mm-hmm.
K. Marion says, sending positive vibes to Queen Dom and Lauren Love. Though all the tech issues work out, we look forward to their return in 2 weeks. Brunch time with Queen Dom. Yes, we do. You know
shout out to Dom. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dom. Free Domo. You know what I mean? I already read Arshawn Dave's comment. Shout out to Arshawn Dave. Much love, bro. And then Mimsy Lim says, shout out to the panel, all up to the channel. Make sure y'all smash that like button on your way in. Most definitely smash that like button on your way in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely show us some love, man. Hit that like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Now, DJ Eddie, I got a question, man. I got a question for Tammy.
Yes.
Okay. And my question is, do you just let a whore be a whore? You know what I'm saying? Eddie, I'm gonna save you for last. I'm gonna save. You know, I always let the ladies go first. Sometimes.
Yeah. You know.
What I mean? And I need you to be the headliner for me, man. I need you to close me out.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So, Tammy, do you let a whore be a whore? I mean, what do you do about that?
Well, I mean, I kind of think you have to allow someone to be who they're gonna be. I mean, I don't necessarily think polygamy is about being a whore. You know, because it is a lifestyle that works for some people. Me personally, I wouldn't do that, but that's just my choice. But I mean, it works for some people, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's about someone being a whore. And then even when you learn about it, it's not necessarily all about sex. It's about more than that. So I mean, but a woman just having sex with just any and everybody can be looked at in different ways. You know, a lot of men would look at a woman like that as, you know, that's what she is. She's being a whore. But she may look at like she's single and she can kind of do whatever she wants, but in reality, she is. She has no obligation to anybody. So she can kind of live the type of lifestyle that she wants to. But then it's also that you have it where if she is dating multiple people and she's not having intercourse with anybody, it's assumed that she is just because she's going on multiple dates. So, you know, for women, it just kind of sucks just because we are looked at in a negative way, even when there's not necessarily any certain things that are done, just because I think there's a certain expectation about what women should be doing and should not be doing. So when a woman chooses to do certain things that are looked at as, you could say, only allowed and okay for men, it's looked at in a way that that's unacceptable. She shouldn't do that. Um, so yeah, so I mean, as far as a woman being a whore, um, I don't know. Like I said, polygamy is not necessarily that. Polygamy is a whole nother thing where there's an understanding of everybody who's in that space, you could say, that they
Mm-hmm.
understand what's going on. They know about all the other people that you're kicking it with. You know about all the people they're kicking it with, and you guys are in agreement with that. So, and that's why you have it where there's not a lot of people cheating because they don't have to. When you have that polygamy, you know, relationship, you don't have to cheat because the person that you are with, they know about this other person. So there is no woman having to check his phone and smell his clothes and all and ask him, well, where were you at? What were you doing? Because they have that understanding. So that works for people that want to do that. It doesn't work for other people when you want to have a monogamous thing where it's just you and that one person, then that wouldn't work. But for the people that try it, it works well for them. So, and I mean, I give them their props because I mean, I personally couldn't do it. I mean, I wouldn't want to share my person with other people, but for the people that do it, it works for them and they have that understanding. He knows that all the people he's kicking it with, he knows all the people she's kicking it with. And so they even go to the point where they, I mean, I've seen it where they have calendars where they say, on this day, I'm going to go out with this person. So there is no unknown. Everything is known. So I don't think there's a lot of infidelity when it comes to polyamory because there's no reason for you to cheat because the person that you with, they know about what you're doing. So, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. She just took all the answers out of my mouth. You might as well just go ahead and skip me, Mr. Best.
Oh no, I can't skip you. I can't skip you. Hold on. I have a guest in here. You know, and she always, what I mean, has her perspective. You know what I mean? She definitely does her best to have real talk. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That's part of her name. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Pops. You know what I mean
Mm-hmm.
as
Shout out
well.
to Pops, Mike.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring in my sister. You know what I mean? And I got somebody else coming in too. Real talk with Mimsy Limbs. What's
Real
going on,
talk with
sis?
Mimsy. What's going
Hello.
on?
Hold on, real talk with Mimsy. I'm gonna add you in a minute, but I gotta get to my other guest too. You know
All
what I
good.
mean? She likes to keep the sneakers fresh. You know what I mean? She do her thing on the Twitch side. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? She kind of she I definitely like her rocking out with our family as well.
Mm-hmm. And
Excuse me.
she do not bite her tongue. She
At
will tell you
all.
how she feel, whether you like it or not.
Alright, you know what I mean?
Yes.
All on top, you know what I
On
mean?
top.
I'm bringing my New York sister from the Bronx, from
Mm-hmm.
uptown. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Jeezy, what's going on, sis?
Brat.
Hello, hello, hello.
Jeezy,
What's
what's
going
going
on?
down?
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm glad y'all talking about this topic because I've definitely did this. So I
Woo.
definitely could speak on it.
Talk to us.
Woo-hoo.
What you got to say?
That's
You know what I mean? Hold on,
I
Jeezy. I'm gonna get you in 1 second. Let me get to Mimsy first. I'm gonna get to you, then I'm gonna go to Eddie. Mimsy, go ahead.
Um,
I recently just did a stream about polygamy, but it was more on the polygamy side where it was like one husband and multiple wives. I explained briefly my stance on the polyandrous, which is the one wife and multiple husbands, and um, so like I'm cool with like polygamy, you know, whatever is best for your relationship, like that's what's best. We are actually moving towards a more polygamous relationship because I need help. I need a sister wife, you know. And I agree that it's not all about sex because who's to say if, you know, that's even going to be one of the options, you know what I'm saying? The purpose for our um transition is to create our community, you know, we're homesteading, we're building our family, and like procreation, etc. is, you know, um now with polyandry, I don't see it's for me it's not ideal in the sense of the procreation. Whatever the goals are for this marriage, you know, then that's, you know, if it works, it works. But I see, like, for us it's like procreation is part of it, being fruitful and multiplying. That's what I got to say about that.
Mimsy,
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you,
sis.
Mimsy. Thank you
Appreciate
so
you.
much.
Appreciate you. Jeezy, you know what I
Woo! Let's
mean?
go, Jeezy.
Talk to me, girl.
Yes.
Let's get it in.
So I did it for about, I would say, 10 years, like majority of my 20s. I was with a guy, and it was me, and then it was another girl. And then it became three of us after a while. I I definitely I feel like if a man could financially do it, and like we didn't even, it was so good. I don't know if that's the right word to use, like so good, but it was so like it worked for us because we all worked, we all had jobs, um, we all had our own time apart, whatever the case may be. But you would never know. Like I always went out with him. I was always with him. I always did stuff with him, and she was always with him. And she always did stuff. It just like, I don't know. He's African too, so I don't know if they were born like that. Like, because normally Africans are into having more than one wives, but we weren't married. But and it worked out. I liked it. I could definitely do it because sometimes you need a break, and it's like if she could deal with you for them, then that's why I don't mind it.
And you know what? I always say, maybe Will and Jada, maybe they unlocked the code.
Right.
Maybe they unlocked it. Maybe we are the ones that are blind.
No
Mm,
lie. When you have
mm.
all your eggs in one basket with one person and you depending on them and they do it's that sometimes you don't even want to be bothered with them. So in this
Mm.
in this space, it was on some all right, Monday, he's not giving what he's supposed to give. I'm gonna chill out for a little while and he's still gonna be good. And then I'll pop back in. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it
No,
wasn't
I
Mm-hmm.
like
feel you. I hear you, sis. I hear you. I hear
like I
you.
gotta keep cleaning, cooking, all that. Not nah. Spread the wealth. Now your turn.
Look. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to be bothered with yourself. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right,
you
right.
know what I mean? And yet alone another person. So I get the dynamic. I totally understand what you're saying.
Like
You know what
none
I'm
of my
saying?
friends they agree with it. Like they was like, "Oh, I don't know how you doing it." And if he loves you, he only want to be with you. You're not gonna have to share. And honestly, I never felt like he didn't love me. I'm still
Mm.
with him now. The rest of them didn't last.
Okay.
Mm.
So in this sense, like basically we're together, but I'm single. If that makes sense.
Okay. You letting it be
Mm.
known. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm still with him. Like he probably still have. I think he has one. I don't know. I know one couldn't take it no more, and the other one, I think she didn't understand because it was basically I didn't care. Like you cannot do with people who don't understand what you're doing.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes they be like they
I
hear
hear
it and they
you.
think they want to do it. They don't know what the like it comes with. You gotta know everything that it comes with and be okay with it. Because some females are jealous. They like overprotect. Like you can't have none of that.
I agree. Everybody
Yeah.
has to be on the same page, and communication is very important.
Yes.
Like very,
Open
very important.
communication.
Yes, I agree with her. Communication, and I feel like that's why I'm still here, and it didn't bother me. When he started it off and he said it, everybody was cool with it. In the beginning, it's like okay, Then after a while, it's like,
It got real. It got real.
right, and I'm
It got
still
real.
okay with it, but they weren't.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick before I run my man DJ Eddie real quick. Let me say this real quick. I think, see, with me, I would kind of understand what you're saying. I still would want to kind of have, I guess, maybe some people think it's a fairy tale. I still want to have, like, just that one person, and they be everything, and we have the lovey dovey and all that. Like I said, maybe I'm a dreamer. I don't know. And Mimsy, I have a question too about what you said. But first, I got to get to my man DJ Eddie King.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, baby? Talk to me.
Yeah, look. Well, check this out. Well, I haven't even experienced that yet, but that would be nice. That would be nice. And it don't even have to be all about sex. It could just be about paying bills or get something bigger, like a bigger house or
Okay.
or those that's working together, that's on the same level. That on the same level of jobs, like far as like, okay, 60,000 years, maybe some make 80, maybe some make 40. Okay, that's fine. As long as we are all on the same level and we're trying to reach the same goal, that's fine. I agree with it, but there are some women out there that disagree. Like fast. They be like, no, it's only me and that's it. No, well, I think being part
I'm
of
gonna
a
have to come
team
out real
is
quick. I didn't
better.
hear anything. I'm sorry.
You can't hear me?
She's coming
So,
back. She's coming back.
Okay, basically, I was saying, like, being part of a team, I'm just saying this, to me, is better, But those that, hey, if you want to have a single relationship, hey, I respect you. That is fine. That's fine with me. But I'm just saying, for me, it would be nice. It would be nice. I'm just gonna say that.
Let's stay together.
Yes.
Girl,
Yes.
it would be
Somebody can wash the dishes on
so
Monday.
nice.
You do it on Tuesday. She do it on Wednesday. I can do it on
You
Thursday.
can
And then the
hold
weekends,
on,
it's just a freestyle.
stay
Anybody can clean up. Anybody can wash
together.
this is on. It's whatever.
Be all
If you
right.
if you set up a schedule, okay, what you cooking on Monday? Okay, well, what you cooking on Tuesday? Okay, what you cooking on Wednesday? Set up a schedule. Everybody played a part and everything would be fine. I'm telling you. Just play your part. Just play your part, baby.
We'll be all right.
Woo!
Hey, that Eric Benet, that Eric Benet. You know what I mean? Yo, oh my gosh. All right, let me answer this question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
You know what I mean? And I know you got something else to say too, Eddie. I want to ask Mimsy a question. I'm gonna go before I ask Mimsy a question. I'm gonna go to you again.
No. You could go to her after me. It's okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll just say this. Like, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying it could work. I'm gonna just say this. Everybody got to do what's best for them. At the end of the day, okay, do what's best for you. And I think nowadays people are trying to explore and figure out how to do relationships, because for right now, how we're doing relationships is not working. You know what I mean? Divorce rate is sky high. You know what I'm saying? We got more ways to communicate, and we're more distant than ever. You know what I mean? So I think we gotta figure it out, man. We gotta figure it out. We gotta change something else. You know what I mean? Maybe we gotta maybe try to find the full Bible and really gotta understand the religion. You know what I mean? I don't know what we gotta do. I don't know what we gotta do. I honestly don't know. I don't have the answer. You know what I mean? And for me to say I have the answer would be wrong. The best answer I can give you, and I think the most efficient answer I can give you, is do what works best for you. Okay? Do what works best for you and the people that's involved with you.
Right.
And the thing is, don't be afraid to try new things, but also don't be afraid to be yourself. And if you're more traditional, then that's cool. Don't cross over to the other side. If you're on the other side and you don't want to be traditional, don't try to cross over to the traditional side, because guess what? It's not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Either one, you got to figure out what you want to do. You know what I mean? And once you figure that out, and the partners that you with figure it out, and you guys are working together, you know what I mean? Whether it's you and just one person, you with 2 people or 3 people or whatever, you know what I mean? You got to figure that out. And y'all got to figure that out. And then once that's figured out, as Jeezy said, you're gonna be enjoyable. Because you figured out what works out for you. You know what I mean? So Mimsy, I have a question, okay? Because you have a lot of traditional values. I know you talk about the Bible a lot, from what I have an understanding of. So how did you get on this path? Like I'm very curious.
Okay. So it turns out I'm like a really bad homemaker. Like I'm really, really bad at it. I don't like to do the dishes and I don't like to keep, like make the home. Like I'm just really bad at it. So I try it, you get done what you gotta get done. But like, this it's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And then of course I have 3 kids, so I'm not really like obviously the will of the Almighty and whatnot, but like if I have an option, like I'm gonna try to not have children. How do I do that? Is by not having sex. What does that mean? That means that my husband has needs that at this moment I cannot fulfill. So now I need help. I have needs that I need done. My husband has needs that he needs. You know what I'm saying? What is our best solution here? I told him, yo, fuck that shit. Real talk. You're back on the dating scene, bro. Like, go get you another wife because, like, I can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? And, like, at first he thought I was joking. And I was like, no, like, I'm actually serious. Like, I'd rather, like, like, we need help because I'm out here by myself. We live in the sticks. I don't have any of our family here. You know what I'm saying? It's just us. And like, I actually need help. And like, I don't actually care about sleeping with women or not. If I know that our goals are the same, this is what we need. And so, of course, we looked it up in the laws of the Almighty, and um, it it's very blatant in what it wants men to do and what it's restricting men, and it's also very clear on the very simple instruction that women and men, these are two separate laws, that neither of them can sleep with animals. And it's got all of these different things on what the man cannot sleep with, right? But the woman, that's like the one restriction. So it's not even to say that like we cannot be in multiple polygamous marriage, like not multiple polygamous, but in a polygamous marriage. And then if you just like go back historically, like it actually it's a thing and it works. You know, it's not for everyone, but I think that this is where we're going with this, and I really feel like this is what the Almighty has in store for us.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, sis. Okay, sis. Let me bring in my other guest. You know what I'm saying? You know, she holds it down. She's royalty. You know what I mean? We love her. This is our sister. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bring in Queen, Forever 2K. Queen, what's going on, Queen?
What's up, Queen? What's up?
Yeah, I'm good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. How y'all
Yes.
doing?
How you doing? All right. It is a beautiful day today.
It
Look at the sun.
What's up, ladies? Mimsy, Jeezy, First Lady, First
Yeah.
Lady, Tammy.
Damn it.
Hi.
Okay, Queen, mute yourself real quick until I ask you a question.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna come to you in a second. Shout out to Dominique Anthony. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Dominique, what's up, brother? You know what I mean? And shout out also to Harris Tribe Media. M3 says, "Good day, Anthony." You know what I mean? Good day, Dominique Anthony. So yeah, so Mimsy, I got a follow up question. I have to ask you before I get the Queen. I have to. So you like, yo, I need help. I need somebody to come in and hold us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's a big amount of vulnerability. I gotta say this, man. You and your husband got some great communication. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up. I gotta commend you on that. But but okay, so how can I say this? How did you just get to that point where you were just like, yo, like I'm comfortable saying this? You know, did you have to, did you have to take some time? Did you have to pray about it? Like, how did you get to that point where you were comfortable talking about this stuff?
Who?
You.
Mimsy.
Oh, I
Mimsy.
was just making sure.
Mimsy.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
was because I stepped away for coffee and then I came back and then but no, honestly, it's real talk with Mimsy Limbs, and like my husband and I, we actually like when Mike and I actually sat down and like had this actually it was a real conversation. It wasn't just like me ranting and raving anymore. He's actually considering it. He's willing to have a conversation with me about this, and like holy shit. Whoa. Okay. So like, all right, let's keep our emotions in our pockets, right? Because I'm super excited now about like he's actually even considering this, and like let's actually look into it, right? So, and then of course, we gotta just keep it all in check. I feel like this is something that it's so incredible because it's like it came with like a revelation, you know. It wasn't just like I just like kind of felt it like when 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 he actually considered having the conversation with me about it, and then like it actually became a thing, and then like we even like started doing like research on it, like it's actually a real thing. And then I realized I have to have a conversation about this, and so that's when I did it on Thursday, and I did a whole stream based on polygamy, you know, and because I find it fascinating, because we're not alone. We're not weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not just like these weirdos who live in the woods, like who are starting like this crazy ass relationship thing, like no, like it's actually a thing. And so like that was really cool. But like nowhere in the Bible does it say that this is not a thing. It doesn't frown upon one man, multiple, wives. You know what I'm saying? It's all throughout the Bible. And so that just solidified it even more, you know. But I mean, there's no reason why not to talk about it. It's real talk with Mimsy Limbs, bro. This is actually happening. Beautiful things are happening, and we have to share it. It's cool. And then now look, now you guys come up with this stream too. So it's like it's literally everywhere. This is amazing.
Wow. Okay. Okay, Mimsy. Okay. You know what I mean? Queen. So what do you think, Queen? What do you think about this whole poly thing and all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your thoughts? You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna get to M3's question after this.
Do you? It's not for me.
Okay.
That's it. I'm good.
Okay. I like how you kept that short and sweet.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing to explain. Do you? It's not for me.
Do you?
I hear you.
I like that. I ain't even gonna front you. I like that. Tammy, back on camera. Tammy. DJ Eddie King. You know what I mean? Did you have any questions or anything you wanted to say?
What for this topic?
No. From what everybody said, was there something you wanted to ask anybody, anything like that, before we move on?
Oh no. You go ahead. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get to M3's question. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I guess this is, I guess it's for everybody, but mostly for the ladies. You know what I mean?
Says, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Eddie. You can read it.
I say, what do y'all think about one woman being married to multiple men?
Who you gonna start with, Eddie? Who you gonna start with?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with Jeezy. Yeah. Go ahead and start with Jeezy.
Why I knew you was gonna start with me. Say my name. I bet you say my name. I'm okay with it. I'm Muslim too. Let me just throw that out there. So, but
I can barely hear her.
You guys speaking to the mic, you guys speaking to the mic.
You can hear me now?
No, it's still like you're distant. You're far away.
Hold on, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. I was trying to be extra and using a speaker, but there I go. But a woman with multiple men, me personally, I wouldn't want to do that. That's just a lot of dingling at one time. I couldn't do it. Me personally. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. If you can handle that, best of luck to you. But that's just too much at once for me.
Okay.
I'm a one at a time type of girl. So I couldn't do it. And I was saying before, I don't know if y'all heard, I'm Muslim. So having a man having more than one wife, that's regular. You know, that's not like out, like, you know, when you see it, like, oh my God, who does that? That's normal.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's just too much. That's a lot.
Yeah, I know certain guys right now that got like 12 to 13 women in the marriage as a Muslim.
Right. My uncle, he has like 5. I have another uncle got like 6. One in the States though. And I don't know. I feel like men who have multiple women, their drive is just ridiculous. Like, from what I've known personally and what I've been through in my situation, I feel like the drive is crazy because you have to financially support more than one woman. That's 3 bags. That's 3 shoes. You know,
so as they driving, they got to be careful they don't crash out. You know what I mean?
right? But it's been going. I ain't seen no crashes. they staying in their lane.
Amen. Okay. Oh, okay. So let me get to these comments real quick before we move on to the next person that Eddie gonna pick. Howard Tribe Media said, "Group said peace, family. All right, peace, family, peace, family, peace, God.
Peace
What's
to you
going
too,
on?
man.
Yeah." Mr. T said from Harris Tribe Media as well. She said, "Hey, I wouldn't be totally against it." Okay, sis.
Okay. All
right. She says, "Good day, all. Good day to you too, sister." She says, when husband number 2 takes the wife out of commission for 9 to 10 months, what does that leave husband number 1 and number 3 for the off season? We'll get to your question in a minute, but we're gonna answer them.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah. Black Man I Filter Network said 3 husbands. Damn. M3 says, "Good afternoon, everyone."
All right.
Ms. C says, "I can see if the woman can I guess no longer have children." Okay. All right. Shout out to Dawn Harden. She says, "Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Acknowledging relationships. Peace to the panel and chat. Peace to you, sister." You know what I mean? K. Marion again says, "We love y'all. They doing their working vacation. We see y'all. We see you, Mrs. M3. We know y'all be back. You know what I mean, on Monday. You know what I'm saying?"
Enjoy
Simon
your vacation.
Hectic says, "Why? Yes." Okay. I don't know who you're talking to. Simon Hectic. You got to be more specific. And then M3 from Twitch says, "Straight selfish. LOL." Okay. M3, you got to say who's selfish. No, I'm playing. I will only say selfish. Women say no to multiple for one guy. LOL. Okay, M3. Okay. K. Marion says, "MMG is only in the New Testament. If persuasion is deacons, mainly men should be the husband of one wife. Better than there. I don't recall it reading. Oh, in Old and New Testament, females were." I guess you got to finish your thought. Okay.
Yeah.
JP.
Auntie JP. What's going on, JP?
Auntie JP. Yeah.
All right.
Peace and light, K and our family. Panel in chat. Glad to catch you live. How's your spirit? We doing well since we here. We blessed. You know what I mean?
We here. Yes.
You know what I mean? We talking about a really, really, really controversial subject right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's wonderful.
And I got the feeling
she said it's wonderful. Okay, back to Mr. M3's question. And whoever you pick next, Eddie, go ahead. And then ask the question. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this one to Tammy. I see you, girl.
read the question, Eddie. Read the question, Eddie.
Okay, Tammy. Okay, what do y'all think about one woman being married to multiple men? What do you think about that, First Lady?
So I'm with Queen. Like, it's not for me. Do you? If that's what you want to do. Yeah, I can't do it. Like, you know, because my thing is I want to focus on just that one and give that one my everything. So that means if I have multiple men, I got to give my one to everybody. I have to give my everything to everybody. I'm not trying to give my everything to everybody. I'm trying to give my everything to that one. So, but that's me. Like I said, you know, if that's what you want to do you. That makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. You know, it's interesting because I think that polyamory is practiced, but it's not called polyamory. It's just called, you know, living my best life, doing what I do. When in reality, it's polyamory. When you out there with, you know, multiple people, you know, but nobody knows. So the problem comes when you're out there doing stuff and trying to be secretive rather than saying, this is my lifestyle. Let me find people that actually are okay with this lifestyle because it can work. But people don't want to do that because people like to be secret. So yeah. And I think, you know, yeah, like I said, it's not something for me. I've never had a desire for that. I've never wanted anything like that. And I still continue to not want anything like that. So if this is what you want to do you. Me personally, I just need that one, and that one can get my everything. I'm not even trying to share my everything with everybody because in reality, everybody doesn't deserve your everything. So, yeah.
Got you.
Okay,
Got you.
okay, okay.
And we,
I don't really have any pushback from that. I just want to say this, Tammy. You know, and this is something that I've been thinking. Okay, and I 35 to 40 years on Earth, we've kind of tried to do this thing, and it kind of seems like for some reason it ain't rocking. I don't know why. And we're gonna get. To, I'm gonna ask a question to everybody. Like, why is it not working? I mean, we got a
Well,
ton of
well,
comments. We have a ton of questions. Hold on, Tammy. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you. Um, but okay. So I'm gonna read the rest of these comments because we're getting some more clarity behind certain things. Okay. So Mrs. M3 said she's talking about the females in the Bible were stoned for multiple sex partners. So let's say were known prostitutes, not bothered to marry. Okay, I guess that's she was saying that's for you, Mimsy. You know, she's trying to give you
It
some
not
historical background.
betrothed to marry. Not betrothed means like it's like
Okay.
arranged marriage.
Okay. So what do you think about her comments? What do you think?
No, I agree with her. I like Mrs. M3. She comes and she hangs out at the Bible studies and she rocks out for 9.5 hours on Revelation streams, bro. She's about it.
Okay,
So,
perfect, okay.
but no, I
Okay.
agree with her. You know, it's just women were not supposed to have multiple partners. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
got you. Got you.
I don't really know all the historical facts like that, all right? So y'all gotta,
Yeah.
help a brother out, you know what I mean? Simon
Right.
Hectic says, where's my man? It's peace and blessings to the panel. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Thank you. We appreciate you. Dominique Anthony says, welcome, JP the Aspiring Matriarch. Okay. JP says, listening while taking care of home and recovering from a week in the wilderness. LOL. Yes, definitely. Recovered, Auntie JP. We love you. You know what I mean? Princess K says, what's up, family? What's up, sis? What's going on? You know what I mean? JP again says, Dominique Anthony, glad to see you. Been so long in my Anita Baker voice. Okay. M3 says, salute Don Harden. M3 says, salute everyone. And then Don Harden says, hey, JP the Aspiring Matriarch. Good to see you. Hope all is good in the hood. All right. You know what I'm saying? I think we got one more. We got a few more. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
got a
through
few
these
more.
comments real quick. JP said, LOL, Don Harden. Woo, child, my spirit is the most peaceful it's ever been, and the devil is vexed. Ah, okay. Yeah, get the devil off your back. Yes, sir. Yes,
Princess
ma'am.
K, hello.
Yeah. Princess K said, I support those who are into it wholeheartedly. You do you, boo. But personally, in my case, it is a no with the force. Heat of 1,000 suns. I'm gonna get to all you women saying no. I'm gonna get to that in a second. It says, hey, Simon Hector, glad to see you chat ishing on a Saturday. How's your spirit? Okay. You know what I mean? Don Harden says, love to hear a JP the Spider-Man trailer, lean back and enjoy. And then JP says, before recently, I was cool with a stable of fellas, one that you can have great conversation over dinner with, one for great conversation during sex. You have great conversation during fights. Okay. All right, sis. Okay, I see you. I see you. All right, so we're gonna finish Mr. M3's question. Eddie, go ahead. You can read the question and then just pass it to whoever you want to pass it to.
I think everybody answered it. Oh, wait, Queen, did you answer the question?
No.
Okay. What do y'all think about one woman being married to multiple men?
I don't agree with it either way. But like I said, do you? I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I think I like what Tammy said about, giving yourself to multiple people. To me, you're shortening what you're giving. You 100% to multiple people like that, emotionally, mentally, physically. No, I'm cool. Nope. So if you down with the poly, keep going. Don't stop at my bus stop. Don't get off this train ride. Buy a one-way ticket somewhere else.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'm gonna answer this next, and I'm gonna let Eddie finish it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me say this, right?
Yeah.
I think you, like I said, you got to do what's right, what you think is right for you. But I mean, I'm not giving pushback to all the women here. I'm just giving pushback to some women who just say, "Oh no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that." But my thing is, if the man is the leader, don't he decide what you do and don't do? If he's really the leader of the household, you know
That's
what
a
I'm
hot
saying?
topic there.
If he's really the leader, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he say, "Look,
that don't sound like a leader. That sounds like a master."
No, but no.
Thank you, Jesus.
No, wait, hold on, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that.
One mic, y'all. One mic.
We're not doing that. No, not even on one mic, but we're not doing that. I feel like women cherry pick when they want the man to lead and not lead. You know what I mean? Because you can't say I trust you fully to be a leader and you want me to lead in all these other areas, but then when it comes to relationships, you want to have an opinion. That's not how it works.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be where I fully lead. If I fully lead, I fully lead.
Mm-hmm.
And you say you fully trust my leadership, you fully trust my leadership. Now, with that being said, like I said, everybody has a different thing. I prefer one person. That's what I prefer. But you know what I'm saying? If a man or if other men are open to having a household ran a certain way, and you say you want him to run the household, I'm saying you want him to run the household, right? You said I want and need you to be run the household and be the provider. Then that means that whatever he decides, that's what's going down. Because you telling him to run the household.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, hold on, sisters. Hold on. I know y'all want to be the pushback. I gotta get to Eddie. Now, you know what I mean? If that's the case, you know what I mean, then there's nothing you need to say. You know what I mean? Because you say you trust him. Now, it's a difference, right? It's a difference if you say, yo, I want to have a partnership or I want to have equal say or whatever, and he agrees to that, then yeah, if he try to bring somebody in, definitely check him. You know what I mean? Definitely say, you know what, this is not what we agreed to. You said we're gonna be a partnership. You said we're gonna co-lead and all that. But if he leading fully, you say whatever, he runs the house and whatever he decides goes, then there ain't nothing to say.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, and I hate when women do that. I hate when women cherry pick when you want a man to lead. That's not how it works. Either he leads or he don't. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Eddie, what do you think about this whole thing? Talk to me.
Well, what I think is that if I'm a king, there can't be multiple kings. There's only got to be one king. So the answer to me is a no. I got queens with an S, queens.
Yeah.
But I'm the king. I'm that one king, and that is it. Though no one comes after me. That is it. Sorry.
Sorry.
Definitely.
I'm gonna let you. Hold on, sisters. I'm gonna get to both of y'all. I just want to get to. I got 4 comments. I just want to get through them really quickly. Not even long. Simon Hector says, JP, the Spire Matriarch, your spirit sounds well rested. Good to have you back. Definitely good to have you back, Auntie. LOL, Simon Hector, very little rest, but we have been eating and hydrating. Definitely very good. Mr. Rucker, what's good? Multiple husbands, aka multiple betas. Oh wow. Okay, Mr. Rucker, if you want to expand on that, go ahead, brother. We here. Are all 3 of those men living in the same house? That's a great question. I would suppose so. But okay, so M3 has something else to say. I prefer to be greedy but prior to understanding polygamy. I made a commitment to marry one wife, so I'll stick to my commitment. Okay. You know what I mean? And here's my thing. Here's my thing.
And we got somebody. Oh yeah,
we got somebody. I'm gonna bring him in, but first I'm gonna let Tammy answer. Guess I'm gonna put you in the backstage because I want to introduce you properly. Tammy, say your comment, and then I'm gonna introduce my guest, and Queen, I'm gonna get to you. So Tammy, go ahead.
So real quick, I wanted to say that the thing about when you decide to have multiple women, you have to understand that you have to financially be able to provide for every single woman, and not every man is capable of that. I think that's the problem. Like, if you are going to be a man who has multiple wives, understand, and I have a sibling who is Muslim, and that is part of it, is that he can't just have multiple wives because he feels like having a bunch of women. It's like you have to be able to provide for each of those women. And if you can't do that, that shouldn't even be your goal to have multiple women, because you got to be able to provide for the one. If you're trying to provide for the others, you got to make sure that you can provide for every single one. So that's the first thing I want to say. The other thing I want to say is that, when we talk about, women cherry picking about leading, and if the man says this is what he wants to do, then there's nothing to say. The thing about it is certain things should be discussed before you even get married anyway.
Right.
So I don't agree with all of a sudden we've been married X amount of years, say, oh, by the way, I want to have multiple wives. Like, that's not the way it works. This should be discussed beforehand. Like, before you guys even get married, is this something that you would consider doing, so that there's that understanding? To throw that in when y'all been years and, oh, by the way, this is what I want to do, and expect her to say, yeah, okay. I don't necessarily think I agree with that, because certain things should have been discussed ahead of time, whether that's even something you have ever considered, if that's something you would never consider. I mean, if you're going to bring it in the middle, for you to say that and expect her to just say, oh, okay, without even making sure that's something that she's okay with, I don't necessarily think I agree with that. Like I said, there's things that need to be. I mean, just before you even get married, there's so many things that need to be discussed and are not discussed. So then, when it's brought up in the middle of being married, it's like, well, this is how it is, and I'm the husband, and you supposed to, just follow suit, kind of thing. I don't necessarily think that's okay because certain things, like I said, have to be discussed before. Everything needs to be out in the open beforehand, so there is no surprises. If that's something you thought about, discuss that before you get married. That way when you guys are married X amount of years and he says, I'm thinking about having multiple wives, that's something you guys already talked about ahead of time. And that's the understanding you had ahead of time. Because if you say, yeah, I want to have multiple wives, and she's like, yeah, I'm not trying to do all that, then y'all know, okay, maybe this marriage is not going to work, because if sometime in the middle of marriage you decide you want that, you already know she's not going to be down for that. So I think that when it comes to that, having those discussions among with many others are so important to do before you take that important step, because marriage is meant to be a commitment that you make till death do you part. And to make that commitment without having those discussions is what's going to make things go left. So that's all I was going to say.
Hold on, and Eddie, I know you got a rebuttal. Let me bring my guest in, right?
Yeah.
This time I'm gonna bring my guest in. I want you to rebuttal, Queen. I'm gonna get to you after that, and then that's how we gonna roll. Okay. Now, this man right here, love him, mentor. You know what I mean? He's taught me a lot, man. He knows I love him. You know what I mean? He's definitely an apologist. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to what he do, you know what I mean? Representing Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? The homie, my friend, my mentor. I gotta bring him in. BK apologist. What's going on, brother?
I ain't got that word.
It was good, man. It was popping.
What's good. You sound great, baby. You sound great. You know what I
Chilling,
mean?
man. I'm chilling.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you got the terry cloth on. You know what I mean? I don't know what's
Nah,
going on.
man. I'm okay, man. It's nice in Brooklyn today. We're in the 50s.
Hey, you wavy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see you.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Now, BK, I'm gonna get you in one moment. I'm gonna have Eddie's rebuttal. I'm gonna get the Queen. Then BK, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
to
take your
you.
time. Take your time. I'm here.
No.
All right.
It wasn't really a rebuttal. I was just gonna ask Tammy, should people try it out first before getting married? As far as having 3 wives.
Tammy?
I definitely think it's something that, but I don't recommend. I mean, I personally don't think you should get married if that's not something you've even considered. Like, if that's not something you even thought about that you might want to do, I don't necessarily. I wouldn't say get married when you have that. Well, this is something I would be okay with, and the other person is not. Because if the one person is okay with it and you've been married, like I said, X amount of years, and all of a sudden they say, oh, by the way, this is something I want to do, you already know that before you got married, the person wasn't down for that. So for you to take those vows, say those vows, knowing that this is something that you've considered, that you might like, that you might want to try down the line, to take those vows, even knowing all that the person is not down for that at all, then that's just setting yourself up for failure. So I think if that's something you're going to try it before you even consider getting married to the person. I mean, you can have the discussion and ask the person, is this something you've ever tried to consider, to try to get their perspective. But if the person is telling you, if you know that this is something you want to do, you want at some point possibly to explore that, do that, and the person you're talking to is like, nope, not doing it, never going to do it, not going to consider it, don't bring it to me. And then you say, well, you decide to get married anyway. You already know ahead of time she's not doing that. She's not down for that. She's not going to consider it. So for you to take those vows knowing that, and then have the nerve to bring it up in the middle, I mean, to me, that doesn't even make any kind of sense, because you already knew how she felt. You still chose to do that anyway. So I think that's something that should have been discussed ahead of time. That way, if you do bring it up years down the line, maybe you've been married 3 years and all of a sudden you feel like that's what you want to do, you already know that when you bring it to her attention, you already know how she feels about it. So there wouldn't be as much pushback, because you already know if that's something she's going to be okay with or not. So don't set yourself up for something negative in that way. Like I said, things need to be discussed before you take the vows. And the problem is that people take vows, they prepare for the wedding, and they don't prepare for the marriage.
Let me say this real quick before I bring. Let me say this real quick, Tammy, before I bring my next guest.
I hear you, Tammy. I hear you.
We hear you, Tammy. We hear you. Yep. And hopefully, I'm not trying to cut you off, Tammy, at all. I'm just trying to.
No, you're fine.
I got to bring in somebody else, and then I want you to continue what you're saying. I definitely do. I just got to get the Queen and BK in there. I got to bring my guests up next. I just want to say this. I think that the reason why the poly thing is becoming so popular now is because before people may have wanted to do what you wanted to do, Tammy. What you're saying, they probably did want to be able to express that they wanted to have multiple partners or live a certain lifestyle, but that was looked down upon in America. You know what I mean? People didn't have that choice or that option. They were told you just have to be monogamous. You know what I mean? You have to be monogamous. So you have to be monogamous, and you have to be in a straight relationship, right? That was so. Anything else was looked upon on. You couldn't be poly. You couldn't be of the other communities. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't be LGBTQ. You couldn't be none of those things. None of those things existed. If you did anything else, you were shamed. It wasn't even an option. So now those things are on the table. I think that people are now being able to be free to be who they feel like they should be. You know what I mean? Now, is that right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? That's up for debate. We can debate that all night. You know what I mean? Which we ain't gonna do. But I have my views on it. You know, everybody has their own views on it, and it is what it is. Like I always say, do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let me bring in my guest, man. You know what I mean? I look at him as a little brother, but he's definitely a big dog in the streets.
Big dog.
You know what I mean? He's into so many different things. Anime, politics, movies, you know what I mean? I'm still waiting for him to send me them IMAX Batman tickets. That movie coming up soon, bro. Where my IMAX tickets, man? Where's my IMAX tickets, brother? You know what I mean? Nah, you know I love him, man. You know I love him. You know what I mean? I see him chilling in the car doing this thing. I'm going to bring in my bro, the big dog in YouTube streets, man. Jay Takashi. Jay Takashi, what's going on, baby?
I don't have the horn. Sorry.
Son. How you guys doing?
Oh, we all right, man. We good, man.
Them IMAX tickets, you really? Yeah, of course. Well, it's Batman, so I know. You want the tickets, man.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's the one time the homies go out to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
I feel you on that. I got you.
Definitely.
I'll
Jay,
help
I'm
you
gonna
out trying to get those.
Definitely, I'm gonna get you in 1 second. Let me get the Queen, BK, then Jay, I'm gonna get to you. So, Queen, go ahead.
What was the question?
So right now, you know, the question at M3. No, we already went past the question with M3. We already went past that. I thought you had something to say, Queen. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, you know, I think it's I think a lot of times nowadays people aren't being honest about their motives as to why they want to get in this. Some people want to get in because they just want to have sexual relationships with multiple people with no consequences. And I think, you know, like I said before, that ain't for me. But if you're going to do it for if you're doing it for not ill intent or ill motives, and it can't be, if you're going to be open to it, you can't say, well, I'm okay with being with multiple women, but you can't be multiple men. That's not that, to me, that's selfish. If you're open to it, you're open to it. You're open to both sides of it. And that's why you have the conversation. Don't get married and then string someone along, and then all of a sudden you wake up 5 years, 6 years later. Oh, you know what? I want 3 wives. Well, guess what? Here's your divorce papers. Go down the street and go pick your 3 wives.
Exactly. There you go.
I'm taking half. So your wives now have 50% of what you had.
I will say this though. I think that, like I said, people were not open to doing it because that was never on the table. You know what I mean? And we know family members who, you know, have lived alternative lifestyles, who've done alternative things, but it just wasn't accepting how that made them feel. We've seen that. You know what I mean? We've all seen that. I think that now that those things are becoming options, I think those are conversations just need to be had. You know what I mean? If somebody has that preference, you know what I'm saying? So I think
But
I don't think we should just absolutely leave our partners or our spouses. I think we should just have those conversations like Mimsy was talking about. Have the
no, but there's
conversation.
no conversation.
Wait, no, wait, hold on. Let me finish. Have the conversation and see what that person has to say. You know what I mean? See what
No,
they have to say. You know what I mean? Ask them why
no,
they're thinking that. Because the thing is, here's the
no.
thing. Let me finish. I'm not finished. The thing is this: when as time goes on with you and the person that you're with, people do change. You know what I mean? That person changes, you're changing. You know what I mean? So in those changes, you could work through different things. It's being open to working through different things. Because you may that person may come to the conclusion that, you know what, man, maybe I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? You may come to the conclusion that maybe I'm right. I think what Mimsy was talking about was key. They had that conversation, and once they had the conversation, they put out all their views. They came to a solution. Now they're working on that solution. So that's what it's about. In a relationship, you know what I mean? Whether you want to be monogamous or not, you have to come to an agreement and solution. With that, I'm gonna get to BK. Before I get to you, BK, I'm just reading these comments real quick, and I'm gonna get to you real quick, bro. So JP says, "LOL. If you find out 12 years he has a harem, you ain't been paying attention to home." Oh wow, okay. Mr. Rucker said, "Beta males who have no money and no self-respect will only accept being on a team of husbands." Hashtag prenup first. I know you team prenup, brother. We know that. Simon Hector says, "Capacity springs to mind." Okay. JP says, "Simon Hector, but do people consider capacity in the midst of enticement or opportunity?" Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Princess K, effective leaders consider feedback from those that follow them for the benefit of the whole. If you run it off with your clothes and not considering your followers, you're not a good leader. Okay. And a good leader does have to be considerate. You know what I mean? But also remember, I said based on that leadership, they said that person wants to, you trust them completely, lead everything. You know what I mean? You're saying you could lead the house, you can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. You completely invest in everything in them. You know what I mean? So that was my criteria of leadership. You know what I mean? That you agreed that they could do whatever they want. There was agreement.
No, that ain't leadership.
No, but I'm saying they agreed to that though. They agreed to that.
Yeah.
If you agreed. You know what I mean? Only if you agree to that. You know what I mean? Auntie JP says you could be any of those things. The question has always been, why do we have to bear witness? Okay. Moments with Mickey Red. Hey, what's going on, sis?
Mickey Red, what's going on?
There's so many options now. Yes, there is. You know what I mean? And there's going to be more options.
Look at the result.
You know what I mean? Why must my children be made knowledgeable of these adult choices? They don't have to be. You know what I mean? JP the Spire Metro, they should, but many don't speak on your points, and this is not a personal perspective. The other way around, perhaps. Okay. 100 Watts. What up, Watts? You know what I mean?
100 Watts was good, man. I love those that love me. I see you, baby.
Yeah. Showing some love while I cook on my firstborn. Thank you, brother. You know what I mean? Salute 100 Watts. M3 says that. 100 Watts says, Jeezy, what's cracking, shorty? Okay. You said what up to you, Jeezy? All right.
Hey.
As always, y'all can join the conversation, family. You already know that. You know what I mean? Showing peace and love to the panel. The chat, make sure you hit that like button. Thanks, Watts. We love you, bro. You already know that. You know what I mean? Man, you got a lot of comments. He said, man, divide 50% into 4. Yeah, I know. Dang at Queen, not half. JP says, LOL. Simon Hector says, not sure if money is the object. That is true. I mean, I don't think this is about money at all. I think it's about preference, honestly.
I didn't say money.
And no. Relax, Queen. Relax. You know what I mean? I think it's about preference. And in those preferences, you know, like I said, I'm going to keep going to Mimsy's point. You have to have those conversations. Yeah. Conversations are always necessary in a relationship at all times. You know what I mean? If you're not,
but why wait until?
No. Queen, relax, hold on. Because and Mimsy, hold on as well. I'm going to get to both of y'all.
BK.
I got to get to BK and I got to get to J. So BK, go ahead first, brother.
BK.
Well, first of all, can you what exactly is the question being asked?
So we're having a free flowing kind of conversation just about poly and people's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And we know in the Bible, kind of like in the older times, I guess, or before kind of the American times, people did have multiple spouses or multiple concubines or whatever they call it. More now, since we got into this modern society and our laws are different, people have one spouse, but now it seems like people are kind of leaning towards having multiple spouses again. We have the LGBTQ community. Like I said, we have a lot of different views and perspectives. I think that all these views and perspectives need to be at least talked about. I have my views of what I want and what works for me, but I know that maybe some people may call me traditional, right? Or they may say I'm passe or whatever. I don't really care because that's just how I feel about what I want to do for me. But what do you think about all these people that want to do other things, that want to explore different options, or want to just basically figure out poly or anything like that? What do you think? Do you think there's a conversation that should be had? Like, what do you think?
I mean, if you are an adult and you have free will, you basically could do what you want as long as it doesn't harm other people or other people's property, right? That's for one. But if if we're coming from a biblical worldview, right? Now, throughout the scriptures, we do see men having more than one wife, right? We see that actually occur. And when we look at scripture's either showing us something based on it being descriptive or prescriptive, right? So when we see men having multiple wives, that's not a command from God. This is just something that occurs within the society. Okay. And you got to remember, for most of the Bible, things are occurring during the time which mankind has fallen. All right. The only culture in the Bible that God ever co-signs is Eden. After Eden, everything's jacked up. And God is working with us through our jacked up state to get us back to Eden. Right. And in Eden, what we see is one man, one woman becoming one flesh. That's the ideal. Now, of course, they rebelled against the Most High. They got kicked out the garden, and we've been jacked up ever since. But the goal is to always go back to the ideal. Now, if you don't want to be a part of that, you have the free will to do so. But you also get whatever that choice comes with. Whatever that is, you get that too. It's a package deal. You make the choice, you also get the consequences of that choice, whatever those consequences are. So I'm not saying you have to subscribe to a biblical worldview, but this is what the biblical worldview is. And just so you know, so you can make, hopefully, in my opinion, the right choice. But you do have a choice. And every
Mm,
choice has a consequence. So choose
mm.
wisely because the choice comes with consequence.
Mm.
Yes,
And that's
sir.
it. That's it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this, man. You know what I mean? I love when BK speaks. I love the nods he always, you know what I mean? He always imparts on us. And yes, you know what I mean? Getting back to that garden is sufficient. Speaking of gardens, man, they need to kick them Knicks out the garden, but that's another conversation. Now, with
You're funny
that
dude.
being
You're a funny dude. Remember where you come from, fam. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Nets all day, baby. Nets. Brooklyn Nets. Let's go. Come on, Ben Simmons. Let's go. Come on, Ben Simmons, please. I'm gonna get to the comments real quick, and then before I get to my comments, right? I'm gonna introduce my next guest. Man,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Eddie, I'm gonna let you say his famous quote. What does he always say?
His famous quote: "I love those that love me."
Hey!
Hey.
Yo, this is our family right here, baby. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? From representing the 757.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If y'all know what that is, we'll explain that. It's that VA, the VA life.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my pops. He in VA. You know what I mean? That VA life, baby. Shout out to all my family. Larry Gang, stand up. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Gotta bring in my homie from the 757 who love those who love him. The man from Finesse Vision, because he got those Finesse Visions. 100 watts. What's up, baby?
What's happening?
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, I'm here for all the Nick slander.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get to that because
We'll
remember
get to that later.
this is a free flowing topic.
My
We're gonna get
brother.
to that.
We gonna get to that later. We gonna get
We're
to
gonna
that
get
later.
to that. Jay Takashi, talk to us, baby. What you think about this whole poly thing? I'm gonna get to you, Jay, and then I'm gonna read these comments. So go ahead, Jay.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. Basically, Queen and DK hit it on the head. Like I said, there's consequences for every choice that you do, and if you decide to do this later on in any type of way of fashion, just know that what it comes with. But yeah, like I said, historically, polygamy was literally done in different ways. The only difference is, well, since I am Japanese expert, um, So in Japan, it'd be like a lord would have many concubines and then a main wife. Never forget that. That always existed. That was always there. Genghis Khan was one of those cats too that had that. You could throw in Julius Caesar in there if you want, because literally that man can have any woman you want and have a main wife. It's been there. But how we're going about it now is just kind of like what the freak. The difference is because you can't get away with anything. Number one. I'm not saying I want those cats to get away with it. They need to get caught like the idiots that they are because they're stupid about how they move. And I would tell them to their face that they're stupid for doing it. But overall, if you just randomly wake up one day and says you want multiple wives, that tells me that you weren't. Well, at least it should tell her that you weren't very clear from what you wanted in the beginning. Because to me, it sounds like you just magically changed your freaking mind. You just woke up one day like, oh, I want this, and I'm like, nah. I think you want to just jump on the bandwagon of what's popular because you think you can do it. But thank you, Gray. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because the thing is, I actually I'll tell you guys a real true story actually because me and my ex actually talked about something like this previously, and she brought it up to me because I didn't think none of this. I didn't think none of it, but she said, "Yo, would you just because I want to be different from my family, would you be okay if you brought another girl on a relationship?" And I was like, "What? What the hell?" No, she literally said that to me, and then I said, "Okay, first of all, what made you come up with this? I got to know." And then she said, "Well, I'm not really more so on traditional type stuff, but if you decided that you want to do that, I'd be all for it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." First of all, I'd have to come to you from the start if that's what I wanted. That's how that would have to work. And number two, I know you said you're okay with it, but it's gonna F you up on the inside, sweetheart. So and I'm not a fan of torturing another lady, and it's for the sake of my happiness. I'm not a fan of that crap.
Okay.
So I broke it down to her like a real dude would have to, and then after that she got exactly where I was coming from. So let's not pretend this crap don't exist. I mean, that's a rarity that a sister would even say that to me. That's rare. But throughout the time, like I said, this has always existed. It's just that people are just sloppy and stupid. So I would say just like if you're gonna do it, prepare to get canned. That's all I can tell you. If you're not gonna do it off rip and tell her the truth of what you're all about from the get-go, which I do recommend everybody doing. But yeah, that's my thought on that. And if I were to practice it, I would let people know off the rip, like this is what it is.
Wait a minute.
Wife
Wait a
2, wife 3.
Okay, wait a minute, everybody. Thank you, Jay. Wait a minute. 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 I'm gonna give him a solo because this is who he is. I'm bringing the knowledge of relationship itself, man. You know what I mean? I'm bringing the knowledge of relationship itself, man, because he is knowledge of relationship itself. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring him in, give him the solo. You know what I'm saying? Because he's out here getting a little Acapulco on. I see you, brother. I'm gonna give the man a solo. I think he froze a little bit. Let me see. I think he may come back. Did you freeze him? 3? You did freeze. Oh man. And 3, come back, baby. Come back. I'm gonna drop you down. Come back.
Hotel Wi-Fi.
Come back. Okay,
Yo,
so
not
M3.
for nothing, but that
M3.
place looked really tropical, and it looks
did.
amazing where he is. Okay.
It did. You know what I mean?
I'll be there in the summer.
So hold on. So First Lady Tammy has to go. Okay, Tammy, I'm gonna give you a solo real quick. All right. Let them know who you are. Let them know why you're important to the team because you are the first lady. Let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about the book club and all the good things you're doing. Let's go.
So I'm glad that I came on. I have mother duties, so I gotta treat my munchkin to some things that she deserves. But so I'm gonna jump off. But you guys can find me here on Mondays and Thursdays. On Saturdays, when we do Ladies Night, which will be next Saturday. And then the Tuesday after that, not this Tuesday coming up, but the following, I will have another book corner. The first one I did was so good. I got people telling me they want to go get that book because that book is something else. So if you have not checked out my book corner that I did on Tuesday, definitely check it out. It'll be something that you'll like to listen to, and you'll want to go get that book. I guarantee you.
And check out.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, check out The Lies My Teacher Told Me. Check out that
Yes.
book. Yes.
Yes. So this is the next book. If you haven't read it, it's an interesting book. So so yeah, this is the one I'm gonna be discussing next time. And if you have any books that you want me to discuss, definitely let me know. But other than that, you can find me on Instagram at First Lady Tammy 916. But I am gonna be out. So
Later, Tammy. Much love,
bye,
girl. You know how we feel. We love
Tammy.
you. Bye, Tammy.
Bye.
All right.
All right, now I got my man 100 watts, baby. M3 trying to work out his technical difficulties in the back chat. You know what I mean? Before I get you watts, let me recognize my people in the comment section. You know what I mean? Definitely blessings to my man, Mr. O. That ain't player. You know what I mean? What's good, Mr. O? Mr. O and Hef, what's going on, Mr. O? Just living, blessed to the chat from the game. Players only, yes, sir. 100 watts said what up to Mr. O. You know what I mean? Mr. O says top of it, 100 watts. Nacho Cookie, hey, what's going on, sis? What's going on? She says hello from Twitch. What's going on, sis? You know what I mean? JP says, is the biblical worldview actually God's view? Wow. Ooh, okay. Okay, we getting deep here. Wow. M3 says from Twitch, Nacho Cookie, good afternoon. I'm about to get to M3 in a minute. I see him. OG Patrice!
OG!
You know what I mean? So, yeah. Greetings, salutations. Much love, OG Patrice. Much love, much love. You know what I mean? We got a lot of comments. Woo! Okay. Y'all coming in. M. Mills says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, M. Mills.
Good evening.
You know what I mean? Simon Hector says, emotionally driven relationships cannot exist in multiples. Okay. M3 says, good afternoon, everyone in the chat. He also wants you to get them likes up and subscribe. All right? Get them likes up, y'all. Okay? You know what I mean? Peace, OG Patrice. Glad to see. How's your spirit? Definitely. Simon Hector says, Don Harden says, Simon Hector, well said. Okay, so she likes what Simon said. You know what I mean? OG Patrice says, JP the Spire Matriarch, I'm well. I'm great. It's great to see you're in these spaces against this. How's your spirit? Okay, Moments with Mickey Red said, OG Patrice, what's up, Triple Loke? I want to let you know, I think your project is awesome and very inspiring. Don Harden says, Simon Hector says, at Don Harden, okay. OG Patrice says, salute to the panel in chat. Salute to you, OG Patrice. You know what I mean? Simon Hector giving, a round of applause for First Lady Tammy. JP says, I actually need to chat with you, OG Patrice, but I only have IG at the moment. Reach out to me, please. Okay, so y'all network. All right. RTJP says, peace at Tammy. Nacho Cookie says, how's everyone? We doing well. We chilling.
Doing well. We doing great.
Thank you for adding to the comments. RTJP said, the Spider-Man try, give me a ring, sis. All right. He says, I can't, Patrice. And M. says, peace, lady. Okay, so I'm going to get, you know what I mean, to the main man. Mimsy says she'll be right back. Okay, Mimsy. All right. I guess Mimsy is back, or she's probably going to come back. Is he frozen again? M3,
it looked like he froze it again.
He frozen again, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. He's trying to come back. As soon as he unfreezes, I'm going to give him that solo. I will back out the stream on... Okay, I see you, M3. Okay, I see you. All right, so back out, come back in.
Right.
All right, now I'm gonna get to 100 watts, and thank you for definitely lighting the chat up. 100 watts. What do you think about this poly thing, man? What do you think about it, man? What's up? Talk to me, man.
So here's my thought about it, right? A lot of people get married, and they feel as though for no reason whatsoever, under no circumstances, do they feel like they need to get divorced, right? Mm-hmm. So then that poses the question to me that if you're in an unhappy marriage, wouldn't you want to at least consider poly if that's probably what's going to provide some kind of happiness? Because nine times out of 10, what's happening is one or both of you guys are missing something. There's something you're not getting from the other person. And if your partner is either not willing to provide that or unable to provide it, your only two options are to explore the options that you haven't to this point, which would be poly, or to die miserable in a relationship. So either die unhappy or at least explore something that might even and what's crazy is if you explore that, you might be able to find a connection within each other again. Like that third person might spark something in y'all's relationship to be like, all right, well, we appreciate you for the time. It was fun while it lasted, but you got to get up out of here. I'm me and my wife. We about to kick it solo now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in an unhappy marriage, you got to explore all your options. You know, y'all probably done went to therapy. You done talked to all the OGs. You done talked to your mama. You done talked to your married friends. You done went to the pastor, and y'all still miserable. But you haven't explored that one option. Like, let's not take anything off the table if you ain't happy.
Yo, I love what he just said. That's why I said communication is necessary. Yo, yeah. Eddie, hit the horn for me again. Hit the manual horn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Know what I mean? All right, so I'm about to bring my next guest in. Guest, hold on one second. I just got to get through these comments. I got like 2, 3 comments. Just give me one moment, okay? I'll be right with you. You know what I mean? Just wait in the back. I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. So let me go up. You know what I mean? Let me see. Okay, I see it. So, Don Hardy said, OG Patrice, greeting to you. Hope all is well. All right. She said, Moments with Mickey Red. Thank you, beautiful sister. Emil says, hello, Assignment Hectic. Got my brother here, my main man. What up, baby?
Let's go.
You know what I mean? I'm riding with him. That's my homie. You know what I mean? Piece of the panel in chat. Uncovered Darren. What's good, bro? You know what it is? You know what I mean? Good afternoon, fam. You know what I mean? That's what Canadian born Nigerian said. You know what I mean? OG Patrice said, Don Harden, hello, beautiful one. Okay, everybody giving each other greetings. I like that. I like that. Spread the love. You know, he says again, the poly talks again.
Are we having a lot of poly talks and I haven't been there? Is that what's happening?
It hasn't been
Have
that
I
many.
been?
I don't think it hasn't been that many.
It hasn't been that many. No.
OG Patrice says, you're most definitely welcome. Okay. Don Harden says, OG Patrice. Okay.
Shout out to OG Patrice.
Definitely. Shout out to OG Patrice.
I love OG Patrice. She's
Everybody
amazing.
love OG Patrice. Most definitely. We all do. You know what I'm saying? Auntie JP says, LOL Uncut with Daryl Long. Cuzzo, always the last one through the door. OG says, JP, this biometric. Can I call you then? What's your IG name? All right. Natural Cookie says, oh my. You know what I mean? And Auntie JP says, oh yes, OG Patrice. The name is the same on IG. All right. Watch. I don't know if you can send Natural Cookie the StreamYard link, man. If you can, send it to her. You know what I mean? Since you got it, just send it to her if you can through Twitch. I don't know how to add the Twitch one. M3 knows how to do that, but I don't know how to do that.
Got you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So I'm gonna bring in my next guest. You know what I mean? He is, you know what I mean, another OG of mine, man. Love him. You know what I mean? Entrepreneur. When it comes to the tech world, he's top notch. You know what I mean? And he's definitely, one of our great brothers, man. I'm gonna bring in the Canadian born Nigerian, the brother, Black David. Black David, what's going on, man?
I'm taking it easy, one day at a time. That's just my motto. I don't try to put myself too far. It is what it is. Me, that saw the topic, I was like, oh no, here we go again. Because I think 2 weeks ago or so, we had it on Anton Live on the weekend, and two individuals talk about poly, and I'm like, really? Do they really know the concept behind it, the cultural connection behind it? Because I'm a byproduct of that, and people don't know anything about that. My grandmom was actually the fourth wife to my grandfather. My father married other women after my mom left him in Nigeria. My uncle had multiple wives. So I'm around that a lot growing up. So I understand that on a much deeper level. What people don't realize, the people who were able to do such things had a huge amount of resource and access to actually accomplish that. And no, okay, I'm gonna have multiple wives. She will work, or she'll work. She had to pay her bill. This one got to pay her bill. They will cover it. There was none of that going on. The man had the money. The man had the resource. If you want to keep them all in one building, he keep them all in one building. You want to have it on one compound, which you have a huge lot to do so, he can do that. It is what it is because he can pull that string. But it's more of a cultural thing because it's practiced a lot in Africa, a whole lot, and in the Middle Eastern area. So when people want to talk about polygamy, you got to be careful what you're getting yourself into.
Hey, I see you, Watch. I see you.
Hey. What y'all don't understand is though.
Hold on, Sneaker. Hold
money.
on, Sneaker Custodian. Hold on. He got because Black David has 1 minute, and then after that, I'm gonna get to you, Jeezy.
So
then
even though it's not the money, you got to look at it the big aspect because for one, the only people I see that do it in my country are considered one top 1%er. They do that because they pull that string. And the way they're going about it, either they're negotiating, going to people's household, They got someone they like. They pay the dowry for it, meaning ain't no dating thing. I like your daughter. I want to marry her. How much I gotta pay to get your daughter? You want 10 acre of land? Okay, here 10 acre of land. You want 15 cattle? Okay, here 15 cattle. You want 25 goat? You want this X amount of money? You want to work on my farm? Okay, fine. This is what it is. It's like a business connection thing going on. We marry no people daughters. That's exactly what it is.
Thank you, Black David. Thank you, Sneak Custodian. What you got to
Hey,
say,
Cookie,
sis? Talk to him.
Cookie, I sent it in the Whisper. You got the link in the Whisper on Twitch.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. You know what I mean, Jeezy. What do you got to say? You got a rebuttal? I'm listening. What's going on? Talk to me.
No, forget it.
No, breathe.
No, 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 no.
Come on. No. We ain't
Wait,
doing
hold
that.
on. I don't want him to think I said forget it because what he said. Because I saw you point your finger up like you got me. That wasn't why I said forget it.
Talk, sis. Let them know what it is. Talk. We here.
Basically saying was.
I always do this all the time. I put my hand on my finger
Oh,
like
okay.
this all the
No,
time.
I thought you were
That's
saying
a
like, no,
phrase.
got you. Like, no. But I'm basically saying I did it before, and money plays a big part. You cannot have you cannot not have money and want to do this. There's no way. It's not happening. So if you don't have no money, that shouldn't even be something that you're trying to get into. That's why I said when I was doing it, I saw that when they want something like that, they're financially that it is a drive for them because he was financially taking care of all three of us, and he is Nigerian too. That's why I laughed when he came up here. And I'm Muslim, so it just all wrapped up in one for us. But you have to. Money plays a big part. Everybody keeps saying is know how you feel, and then they saying like, oh, you got to talk about this before you get in a relationship. Nobody thinks of this. Like you act like people just can't wake up one day and be like, you know what? Let's try something new. That's how life is. It's not you. You first start talking. You like, oh, and this the thing. I'm not doing no poly, so don't even bring that up 16 years from now or 20 years from now. It don't work like that. You could be sleeping one day, you could think of something, you could be reading an article or something, and you could be like, this shit look like it's some shit I need to be doing. People don't just say automatically poly. Like the way people are thinking is just like, and I'm speaking for somebody who was in it for years, over 10 years.
Okay. So Black David, if you have a rebuttal, I'm gonna give you a minute. Then Mimsy,
I
you
was
laugh. So Mimsy, I want to get to why you laugh. You
I
know what
would
I
say
mean?
this,
You know,
Jeezy.
so go ahead.
I would say that GD, you're totally correct. Money has a lot to do with it because when I lived with my uncle, he had multiple wives. And the thing about it, I was trying to figure out how he got it working because it didn't make no sense to me whatsoever. And I had like three uncles who were doing that. One of them had both of his wives living in the same household and they were smiling, they were happy and giggling out with a twilight on. I'm asking myself, how is that possible? How you have two women instead of one? Some people can't pull that thing off and they have to be married for like 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The downside behind it in my country is because of the will. I always look at it and say, what would happen when a man passed away? Now, how would the wife, are they going to stay together or they go bicker and complain about who get what part of the property? And they've been on the news a couple of times when a particular man passed away. He was a multi-billionaire, multiple company all across the country, international. And the wife was big on who get one portion of this business, who get one portion of that business. And I was like, damn, it's that bad, huh? Like I said, there's a negative and there's a positive. I fully comprehend that. It's just that when
Okay,
I tell people
So,
don't get into it, they be
Black
careful.
David, hold on. Time's up, and I'm
hold
gonna
on, hold
get
on,
to
hold on.
I'm gonna get to Mimsy. Watch, I am gonna get to you, bro. I am going. Just give me one
I
second.
got you.
I gotta stop everything because who's in the show right now? I'm gonna give him a solo layout. We got non-relationship itself here, man. M3, unmute yourself, baby. We want to hear you. We can't hear you. Talk to us, M3.
Man, I don't know if y'all want to even hear me right now while there's music going on.
I can hear
But
you. I can hear you.
We can hear you,
okay.
dog. The big dog
What,
himself. M3,
yo, what's up,
non-relationship.
everyone?
What's up? Talk
What's
to
up,
us.
everyone? Hey, man, I just want to say, man, everybody's doing good work on this. And, man, the chat, man, and, man, the people's lit. You guys are just lighting it up right now. If I could just show you guys real quick. Hold on. I'm going to mute myself for a minute. But I'm going to show you the atmosphere where I'm at, okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We here with you, man.
Let's go. Let's see where you at. Let's see what you working with.
This is what vacation looks
Why are you
like.
flexing on us like
that
that?
boy
This is what
tropical.
Flex it, flex it.
vacation feels
You out
like.
here flexing.
Hey,
Palm
that's
trees, Kelly. Them
crazy.
palm trees.
That's crazy. That's
Bro, I'm
crazy.
about to write a new track right now. Keep playing.
Word. We gonna clip this. We definitely gotta clip this.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Y'all gonna clip that for sure though, and probably mute the Spanish music off though. But look, man, yo, I'm gonna be dropping a new video soon though, for real though. Okay, Cabo San
Yeah.
Lucas. That's where I'm at, baby. You
Woo.
know,
Let's
and I got a
go.
message for all y'all, every single one of you guys, for real though. Much love and respect.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get out though, bro. I'm just letting y'all know, man. You know, to you, Hey,
Uh-oh.
shout out to M3. you, First Lady Tammy, shout outs. Who else we got? Yeah, we got Wanda Watson in the building. We got even see Krista Bloom and Ebony, M Mills, everybody. OG Patrice, Mimsy Limbs, Mike, Pops. Shout out to K Marion in the back. Hold on. Shout out to her. Show me out real quick. I can't see who else is in the panel. Who
Okay,
else is in the
I'm
panel,
gonna zoom
y'all?
you out. I'm gonna zoom you out. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yes,
Okay, no
sir.
problem. Shout out to Speaker Custodian. Shout out to BK Apologist. Shout out to Black Man Canadian. I'm sorry. Shout out to Black Man Canadian. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered as well too. Both on Black. Shout out to Queen Forever 2K and beyond. All right. Y'all putting in good work for Knowledge from Lake Ships. We're gonna keep it moving. Shout out to Marcus Rodriguez as well too though. So
Rookie.
hey man, we need a pool clip. We need a clip of you in the pool, bro. In the pool?
Yeah.
In the jacuzzi, man. The jacuzzi.
Right. Oh man, y'all missed that part. I didn't record that, but yeah, man, you're gonna be seeing a lot of stuff too as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself for
M3,
YouTube trying to
wait.
demonetize me for
Wait,
playing this
M3.
music. Huh?
Wait, M3. Can you tell them to get their mind right? Tell them to get their mind right real quick.
Yeah.
All right, zoom in on me real quick though, right? All right, so look, before I'm about to head out, man, make sure you boys, you and girls, right? Ladies and gentlemen, all you like people that trying to cancelize people, make sure everybody gets their minds right, okay? Hard Rock Cafe style in the hotel, all right?
Yeah.
Get your minds right, everybody, okay? Knowledge relationships, we're in this piece, all right? I don't know how long we're gonna be nice though, but you know, it's all good though. Look, man, I'm hype, I'm chilling, you know, had a couple of drinks, feeling myself, feeling everybody in the crew. You know what I mean? It's over. You know? That's all I gotta say.
Hey, M3
Like,
Blame it
though.
on that
alcohol. Like YouTube in the building, man. We stand up, we ride for everybody, man. So salute to everybody. Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Let me make sure I get myself out so I don't accidentally press the end button. So hold on.
Okay.
All right. Salute to everybody.
All right.
I got him. Okay, now moving on, y'all. 100 watts. What was you gonna say, bro? And then I'm gonna get the Mimsy. 100 watts. What you about to say?
It was a quick question for Canadian because he brought up the will. You brought up the rich man and the will. Now, are you saying that he didn't have the will together, or he had a will together and it caused the problem? Because I think those are two totally different things.
Let me explain. Among these rich guys, some of them have the wills, yes, but the way they set it up, it's kind of like I don't know if I could call it contradicting or it's a setup scheme because among the wife, who we may consider his favorite based on what they put in, what they put out, he sometimes set them up whereby there'll be a lot of scandal on purpose. There's some rich men, they're very, very vindictive. You will not know what they're going to do to the last minute. And it will make it seem like unless you do X, Y, and D, you can get this portion of the money. If you do X, Y, D, you get this. And I've seen that happen on the news. And I was like, living there for 7 years and hear those type of scandals, I'm like, damn, we got wives competing to get a portion of that man's money. Or if their kid don't do X, Y, and Z, they don't get it. The school I went to, the man had 3 wives, almost married to the fourth before he got murdered. And the school did not take care of the school. It was almost going down. But he put a clause in it whereby if you don't take care of this school, the government can come in and take over, and that happens. So you can imagine what these people do. I want to say that the negative and there's a positive. It's crazy, but it happens.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Black David. We appreciate you, bro. Thanks for giving us the info, man. Much love. Mimsy, I'm gonna get to you and why you laugh. Okay. Now, why did you laugh? I gotta ask, why did you laugh?
Hold on. Let me say you breaking up. Best in a row.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean I can hear you. Yeah, but I'm just saying he was crackling.
My bad. Mimsy, why did you laugh, Mimsy? Why did you laugh?
Oh, I don't even remember. This stream is amazing. But I exactly. But if I can, from what I can remember of the conversations, a lot of people have been like, hey, you got to discuss this before you get married. And I agree with what Jeezy said. She's like, yo, like people don't just walk around and be like, hey, but could this be an option? Because like that's not something that like people just talk about nowadays. However, on my end, you know, it was never an option for me. I didn't even think about anywhere near polygamy, bro, until recently, when I was just like, yo, like I need backup. Like I need assistance, and like obviously doing throughout all the research and everything, the topic came up. So this isn't something that you have to be so dead set on, because people change and people grow, and sometimes grow is uncomfortable, but if it's for the best, and like you can keep your emotions in your pocket, then you should be able to grow prosperously, whether the decision is poly or not. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Okay, let me
Can I
get
say
to the
something?
comments. Yeah, Gigi, I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. Let me just get to the comments real quick. I'm gonna get through the comments real quick. I'm gonna get to you right after that. Marcus Rodriguez said, yo, what's up, panel? 100 Watch, Takashi, Sneak Custodian, DJ the King, Queen Forever 2K. We'll talk with Mimzina. Shout out all y'all.
Shout out
Definitely
to you
Marcus
too.
Rodriguez. Shout out to you, man.
Shout
Shout
out.
out to the rookie. You know what I mean? Not your cookie shot. Just here to listen. LOL. Okay. Thanks for the invite. However, you're welcome, sis. We appreciate you. You know what I mean? Marcus Rodriguez giving a shout out to M3 and OG Patrice. Shout out to y'all. Okay. You know what I mean? M3 says salute to Marcus. Okay. OG Patrice says, Marcus Rodriguez salute her. Okay.
Let me
You know what I mean?
read it. Let me read it. You cutting out. Let me read it. Uncut with Daryl Long. Shout out to Uncut with Daryl Long and Don. Shout out to both of y'all. Marcus says shout out to you as well. The spring. What that say? I gotta blow it up.
Aspiring matriarch.
I gotta blow it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, got you. We gonna skip that. We go down. Miss She said, hello everyone, peace.
Am I still breaking up, or can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can read that. Princess K.
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's something you've been exposed to, both in your own family and relationship. For those who have not been exposed to poly life, it's only nature that they will have those thoughts.
Who are you talking about, Princess K? We would like to know. Let us know.
Y'all got a bot up ahead. Yeah,
already took a bot. Already got
him. Yeah. MarioMarion, shout out to you. Let me see. At Simon, shout out Walmart. What that say?
Walmart Idris Alba.
I think
Emrod, the real MVP.
I think Princess K was responding to what Nimsy said.
Okay. Princess K said beautiful. Okay. Y'all, peace, everyone. Peace and love to Quantum Love and Physician.
Quantum Love and Physician.
OJ Patrice says beautiful scenery. Yes, it was. It was beautiful what M3 did. JP says, peace at Marcus Rodriguez. How'd you spare my favorite Mexican warrior? You've been on my mind of late. Shout out to Bloom and Ebony. All right. You know what I mean? Wow, so lovely. Thank you, Bloom and Ebony. Thank you. And Mill says, love it. You know what I mean? Marcus Rodriguez says, M3, we moving up. Okay. Missy says, beautiful enjoy. Sam Heck said, Marcus Rodriguez, shout out to my Asada brother. Okay. And Mills, good afternoon, sis. All right. Marcus Rodriguez said, JP Aspire Metro, just get over sickness, severe flu, and fever, but happy to be alive. We glad you're here, bro. Now, Princess K, shout out to you, young lady. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? JP says, same and more Marcus Rodriguez, we need to chat soon. You know what I mean? K Marion, she shouting out all the panelists. Thank you, K Marion. We appreciate you. Much love. You know what I mean? Mark Rodriguez, JP Aspire Marion. Okay, sure, live. Okay. You know, check out the live. All right. K Marion, all love, Nishi Poo. All right. Everybody showing love in the comments. I like it.
Anybody in the chat also, if you got any questions, let us know. If you got any
definitely. What up, Mark Rodriguez? Hope you're safe wherever you are, sir. M3 says, haha, sorry for the overhyped moment, y'all. It's all good, M3. We love you, man. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your vacation. Princess K, appreciate you as well. All right, I'm almost done. Okay, JP says, Marcus Rodriguez can't contact Darrell. He'll explain it more than YouTube. All right. Miss she says it's always a topic in our home. However, it was more geared towards another wife, another husband. All right, all right. I cause too much trouble. No, you don't. You good. You know what I mean? Jeezy, who am I talking to? Sorry, Jeezy's who I'm talking to. Sorry, I put her name in, but obviously not. Okay, she's talking to you, Jeezy. We're gonna get to you in a minute.
That's what I wanted to comment on.
Cloud
Salute.
42.
Shout out to 420. Yes, definitely, definitely. You know what I mean? Salute
I
to
just
you.
want to put out there, M3.
Salute.
You got to pick me up. I'll be at the airport at 3:30.
Okay,
So
okay.
you
All
better
right,
pick
Queen.
me up.
Queen, stop. Salute party, Port Cloudy. M3 says, okay. Thank you. Jeezy, what was you gonna say? Go ahead. I'm listening.
She commented and said that when you're brought up that way and you see that, that's why like poly isn't like woe to me. My mother and my father are Antiguan. They're not Muslim. I became Muslim on my own. It's not nothing I saw. My mother and my father was together forever until she died. So it's not what you brought up into, it's not what you grow up and see. It's just a lifestyle and it's something, your preference of what you want to do. It wasn't, with, I never saw a woman with 5 husbands or none of that. As I got older and I got into the life, I saw it. My aunt got married to Muslim men, 2 of them, and they are into it. So, and that was like I would say in my teenage years, like 16 and stuff like that. So it wasn't like I was 7 or 8 and I was in a community where they were doing that. I just want to clear that up. And I did it because I was comfortable with it, and he was financially able to take care of me and the 2 homegirls, and it was something that I was comfortable with.
And it
And I'm
worked, right?
still dealing with this man to this day.
So basically, things is working out great for you.
Amazing, and he's an amazing dude.
Okay.
And like
Real
Kevin
quick
Samuel
before
said,
Shout out to him, Jeezy. Shout out to him.
shout out to him.
Go ahead, watch.
Like Kevin Samuel said, when you are a certain type of man, you got a certain type of money and a certain type of stat. It's different. It's levels.
Yes,
Got you. Watch. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So a lot of times people talk about what you've been exposed to and what you've seen in your lifetime, like especially in our community. We have to understand that there's a lot of things that we weren't exposed to that we're talking about now that is probably going to change a lot of our minds. A great example,
Right.
I don't know too many people that look like us that was talking about credit. You know what I'm saying? But now anybody here on this panel, you hit me up. We can get you, you know what I'm saying? I can get you from a 500 to a 700, and that ain't no flex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain conversations we weren't having in our community. And now we have the exposure, we have the technology, we're having the conversations. So now, because we are having these conversations, now people need to open their mind up to certain things. I'm not saying because you open your mind, you need to accept it. You just at least need to be open to at least talk about what the pros and cons are of a situation like that.
Most definitely. Let me get to these comments real quick. All right. Harris Tribe Media says, peace, family. Panel in chat. Thank you, brother. M3 says, LOL. LOL Queen. Princess K said. Miss She said, it's lifestyle choice. That's right. And all are in agreement. Definitely. You know what I mean? Awesome. Okay. She says, awesome. She like what we talking about. Princess K says, again, it's something you've been exposed to in your life. My apologies for misunderstanding when you stated you have relatives that have taken on that lifestyle. All I'm saying, you can't expect. Okay, all right. And she said you need cooperation. So Princess is gonna finish her thought. She laughed. Miss G said put the cool shades on. All right. Shout out to the Twitch gang. Yeah, shout out to Twitch gang. Twitch people, definitely. If you're on there, please definitely go to YouTube and like and subscribe. Okay, we need you to do that. Get them likes up, y'all. You know what I mean? Princess K said for someone, she's still talking to Gigi, for someone that hasn't been exposed to that type of experience to have that same mindset, that's all. No disrespect to you. I support the lifestyle, not for me, but for others. Go ahead, Gigi. What do you got to say about that?
I don't feel like she was being disrespectful. I don't want her to think that she disrespected me in no time. I didn't take it no type of way. I'm good. Like if I wasn't good to be in that situation, I wouldn't be in it. You know what I mean? It's a situation. I've dated one dude and I've been with him, and this situation is I don't know. He got me. I'm like you said, everybody's in the grants. I'm in the grants. The other young ladies, they weren't in the grants to it. They didn't think it will, I guess, go on for so long. You know, sometimes when you're in a situation like this, they think like, probably he gonna like me more, and then we're gonna go. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Oh,
Mm,
I appreciate your comment and all that good stuff.
definitely, definitely, definitely. You know what I mean? She sends you, some good vibes with the prayer hands and all that and the love. She says, much love,
Much love,
Jeezy. All
Gigi.
right, all right. So yeah, right
Always
now, y'all.
beautiful.
Right now we got 30 minutes left in the stream. You know what I mean? Black David, I'm gonna let you rock out. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. Okay, but right now we having a free flowing conversation. All right, it could be about whatever. All right, but go ahead, Black David.
I will say this. Unless you're in a society that's mostly common that have that type of thing, you're not gonna be familiar with it because normally you look at history, polygamy is mostly within the ruling class of society. People who own shit, people who rule certain community. In my country, you have people who call village chief. They own the community. They run that community because that's being passed down to their family for generations. They're allowed to have multiple wives. People who are wealthy able to do that. Only in India that I remember I did a homework research back in college and in high school, they allow women to have multiple husbands for religious purpose. But I don't understand why. I didn't dig in deep to that. But for the Middle East, Africa, either you're Muslim or not. It's commonly known among the wealthy and the ruling class that able to exercise that type of lifestyle. Now, what I did not like in my country, whereby they chase after women underage, meaning from 14 to 13, as long you look like you're maturing, you're in marriage age. That's my big issue behind that because it was known for that for years. Now, do my government stop that? No, they don't. But after a while now, they built some kind of organization to fight against it because they feel like that's kind of unfair. You're
Okay,
marrying
bro.
kids who have to finish
Black
high school, stuff
Black
like that.
David. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, man. I gotta bring in my next guest. You know what I mean? She's definitely the OGs of the OGs. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yes.
mean? We love her so much, man. She always keeps it real. She always fighting for our people. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Always fighting for our people. Let me bring in the wonderful, the incredible OG Patrice. OG Patrice, what's going on? Talk to us, OG Patrice.
Good job,
Hey,
baby.
Thank you.
hey, family. How y'all
Hey,
doing?
OG.
OG
Hey, we
Patrice
doing
in the
Love
great.
this
building.
OG.
Salute to everybody on the panel and of course to the channel. I This is an interesting conversation because normally I don't come up for these conversations because I know a lot of you guys are a lot younger than I am and we come from different generations, but I do want to give you, and I always try to leave you guys something to think about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um Lessons, right? Everything is
Mm-hmm.
about, and this is my opinion and views, but I'm gonna give you guys some real life experiences, okay? Real life stuff from people that I'm affiliated with in and out of the entertainment industry, okay? So I'm gonna give you two different scenarios.
Yes, ma'am.
Couples I know that are out, that are not in the entertainment industry, and couples that I know that are in the entertainment industry, and you guys will know them, so I'm not going to say their names. So my almost over 20 years in the entertainment industry, I know you guys have heard many rumors about certain couples that are married that live certain lifestyles, right? So there is a particular couple that's in the entertainment industry, and not necessarily music. So when I'm saying that, I mean just entertainment as a whole. Could be television, movie, theater, like music, whatever. But there is a couple that is, was really big, were very wealthy in the entertainment industry that was into this lifestyle that you guys are having the subject of. And you got to realize that in the entertainment industry, they do a lot of different things where they cover up certain things. There are people that are married that are living these lifestyles. People don't even know they're living so many different alternative lifestyles, right? So this one particular couple that I'm talking about was living this particular lifestyle that you guys are, and they're older. They're older couple, and but they've been in that lifestyle for, I would probably say, probably over 20 years. Most of that lifestyle started happening in the 70s, 60s, and 70s from us, like right out of that whole era of the 60s and 70s. And they got heavily into it. And as Hollywood changed and lifestyles change and people change, scenarios change for that. Now,
Mm.
you in this lifestyle, there are certain rules and regulations that you need to abide by. You sit down, you have the conversation with your mate or your partner and say, this is the type of poly lifestyle we're going to live in. For what I'm told, I don't know. I don't live that life. That's not what I do. But from what I'm told, they had a certain understanding of rules and regulations. And once you step outside of that and break those vows and break the rules and regulations, and emotions get involved in it, shit happens. And this is exactly what happened to one of the couples, both couples, because one found out that the other was doing a lot of outside stuff, had gotten involved in a lot of outside stuff, and that person ended up offing the mate and offing themselves. And I say that to say, just understand and know. And this is even if you're not in the entertainment industry. I got a lot of friends that are outside the entertainment industry that lives this life. And I have never seen, and I'm not saying it don't happen because it looked like the young lady up here saying hugs is all good. But I'm going to tell you, it is very rare that there is positive outcomes that comes in these scenarios, guys. And I want you to really think about it because, like she said, if the man is not financially able to care for these multiple wives, shit gets real in these real life situations when people's emotions are involved, when jealousy comes into play. I am telling you guys, all of the people that I know in or out the entertainment industry, they may want to tell you that it's all good and they got all the money in the world, but when the fucking emotion, and listen, that's something that money can't control. You can't control people. And they can love you and things can be going all so good for so long. But when shit go left, and 9 times out of 10, it does. I have seen these friends of mine get wild, get raggedy, get just listen. They start off with these rules, guys. They start off with these understandings. They start off with these, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. I have friends right now that live the poly life, and they are Muslims, right? And one of the wives, and would have her turn with the husband, and then the other one would have a turn, and I think it was 3 wives and one husband. Okay, now something happened within that household. I don't know what happened, but now the 2 ladies and the first wife, which is the main wife that has a child with the husband, now she getting with the other lady, and they want to leave the husband and leave and take the child and leave. They don't even want to be with the man anymore. So when I tell you that it is not all what it's cracked up to be, sometimes believe that. If you listen, it's easy to say, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I can handle this, I can control this, I control. Listen, when people's feelings and emotions get involved, and there's jealousy, there's envy, and people like to say, oh, I'm cool, it's all good, I handle man. And listen, I am telling you, be very, very careful before you make these type of decisions to bring this lifestyle into your home. If this is not something you used to doing, you have not done the research, you have not looked into it and had the conversation fully as an understanding between you and your main mate, because I am telling you guys, they trying to make it look like it's all so easy. I have been to parties. I have been in certain situations. I am telling you guys, it is not. Okay? There's another couple. Same thing. My girlfriend, and this was, and I say was, check out the scenario. My girlfriend was a stay-at-home wife. Her husband made well over high into 6 figures. She was bored. She wanted to introduce the poly lifestyle into their marriage. He got 2 more wives, guys. Then they started getting into the swinging lifestyle. And this was in Las Vegas, where I used to live about 15 years ago. Now they're getting into, not only are they doing poly, but now they're swinging. And I'm not saying this is everybody's scenario. But see, when you start off, you could start off with an agreement and understanding, guys. Then they got off into the swinging lifestyle. And then the wife got so addicted to the swinging lifestyle, she stopped doing the poly. Now she's going to swinging clubs when the husband is at work. Guess what he did, guys? He went into the goddamn swinging club and deleted everybody, including his wife, and then went home and deleted himself. Now, I am telling you guys real life shit, okay? Let me tell you something about when emotions and feelings and envy and money and jealousy comes into play. Everybody don't play the game right all the time. Everybody don't keep the rules and regulations right all the time. So I am telling you to be very careful and to really think about what you're doing. Have the conversation. Now I know you guys are younger generation. You guys doing your thing. Ain't nobody tell y'all nothing. But I am telling you from experiences of real life in real time of people in and out of the entertainment industry that I know live this life and what I've experienced. I lost a girlfriend that was a beautiful soul that was bored at home, that introduced that lifestyle that led to another lifestyle in their in their marriage. And that was the end result. I could go on and on. I got stories, y'all. Okay, but I'm just saying because I know Mimsy had on her channel. She talked about it because I know that that's what her and Mike is thinking about doing. And I love you, Mimsy. You know that I love you guys. But I am telling you that if you are not financially, spiritually, emotionally connected and tight within your household and your husband, and especially if you got children, because you got to remember you are exposing your children to a whole different lifestyle that they didn't ask for. So I want you guys to think about the decisions that you're making that's going to not only affect you, but affect your children that did not necessarily have a choice in the matter. That's all I want to say, guys. I'm enjoying the conversation. I will go back down in the chat and listen to everybody complete.
No, stay, OG, please stay, please.
I need to add it before I leave.
Yes.
I'm glad that OG did what she did. The way why I said what I said. Polygamy is not part of this American society. It is not known to this society unless it's some kind of Christian cult or like a hidden society. Polygamy is known within the African culture over hundreds of years. It's not no small thing they be doing. Same thing with the Middle Eastern region of the world. They've been doing it for over hundreds of years. When you want to get into something like this, there are risks to this. It's not something, okay, I'm just going to think about it. No, it's not that possible. Then when I hear people talk about it, I laugh about it because first and foremost, I think, do you realize the consequences behind it? You mess with people emotion. If you're not being exposed to that, or your family not being exposed to for many generations, don't jump into something you have no clue what it can bring. Some of my classmates are byproduct of that. Since I am byproduct of that as well. So I fully comprehend it. Now, when I married my wife with a Trinidadian woman, you know, my mom told me, because she didn't like the fact I'm married to a Trinidadian, I'm a Nigerian. She told me to get married to a second wife. I looked my mom in the face, looked my aunt in the face, like, are you really serious? As a Nigerian, it is normal to have multiple wives. I'm for the Yoruba tribe. This is a common thing. The only people that practice the most in Nigeria are the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. The Hausa are mostly Muslim. Yoruba, Igbo, either Muslim or Christian. Doesn't matter what religion you worship. They're allowed to do because we're deep in their culture, in their history. When I tell these people they think it's a joke, it's not a joke. There are emotions are involved in these things. If not exposed to the growing up in that type of scenario, don't even think on trying it. It's not meant for the American society to engage in it. I'm
I
telling you guys right off the back as a pure African person, it's not because what OG is telling you right now. I'm telling you, it's not that simple. It's very complicated. You got to be deep in it. In my country, either you're a full-time Christian or you're a full-time Muslim. Ain't no dibbing and dabbing in it. If you're not spiritually grounded, you're not able to handle that. Period.
All right, Black David, hold on. Don't go nowhere, please, Black David. Please stay. Please stay. Please. Okay, does anybody have rebuttal from what Black David said or what OG Patrice said?
Um, I was halfway listening to what uh, Black David was saying, only because I have the kids in the background driving me crazy. But I heard in the end where he's like you gotta be about it. Like you can't be 50-50. You're kind of like teetering in. No, you gotta be about it. And what OG Patrice is saying, like you have to do your full research. There is a lot that goes into this, and it's not all rainbows and sunshine and butterflies and doing a damn thing all the time. Like there has to be purpose behind it. It can't just be for the hanky pankies. It has to
Hanky
be
panky.
fully for the hanky pankies. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have it has to be mutual purpose, and you have to be about it. And well, at least that's on my end. This is the road we're going down. And I'm not Christian. I'm not Muslim. I'm
Yeah.
not.
And I would just say to you,
Okay.
Mims,
Hold
because
on,
I.
OG Patrice. 1 second. 1 second.
Mhm.
Hold on. DJ Eddie, I was hearing your voice, and if I'm mistaken.
Oh no,
It was
I was
me.
just repeating what Mimsy was saying. I was just saying what she was saying.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to OG Patrice, and then I'm gonna go to Queen, and then I have a question, and then after that we're gonna wrap it up. So OG Patrice,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, Mims, I just want to say to you, because I know that, you and Mike, you guys are deeply spiritual and in the word. Try to get someone that's on the same accord as you are, as far as your lifestyle, as far as your beliefs and things of that nature, because you've been with Mike for a while now. And trust me, it's easy to say that we can contain our emotions. But
100%.
when you invite that other woman into your life, and now you're gonna know that that other woman is gonna be sleeping with your husband, being a wife to your husband, and
Mhm.
etc., and being a mother to your children. She may
Yep.
even have a baby by your husband. Listen,
100%.
listen. It's easy to say. It's easy to say, but I'm telling you, emotion is a different thing. And I know you and Mike love each other, but I hope and pray that you guys are having a serious conversation, and that on an emotional and mental and financial level, you guys can handle what's coming ahead of you. Okay,
Mm.
just you have to, Mims,
I
really
agree
have
with
the
you, OG.
conversation and
And
be ready for that.
real quick, just so that I can mute myself again, because I know we're gonna move on. Um, OG, I don't know if
No,
you see.
Mims, I wanna give you the floor. So
Oh,
I'm gonna let Queen say something real quick. Then I'm
oh,
gonna
okay,
give you the
cool.
floor, and then I'm gonna go with my question. Then we're gonna close it out. Queen, go ahead.
I just want to say, thank you, OG Patrice, for gracing us with your presence, and Canadian born Nigerian on speaking the truth. I think a lot of times, the people that I know that, you know, are into it, or the young people that I work with that want to do it, it's it's a fade. It's like a new hairstyle. It's a new hair color, you know. And I always say, you know, you couldn't handle your man looking at another chick. Now your man is about to be sleeping with one in front of you and your kids. You really think you ready for that?
Mm.
And mental health, you can't predict your emotions. You can't predict what you can and can't handle. My mother always said, why put yourself to the test? Why do it? Because you don't know how you're gonna respond in it. Why walk your life putting yourself to a emotional test every day when you don't have to? I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything being with multiple people. And I damn sure ain't gonna be with no man if he's married to me 10, 12, 13 years, and then all of a sudden he come and he wanna have a conversation about that. No, no, we not doing that. When you said I do, you said I do to me. I said I do to you. We are becoming one, me and you. I'm not bringing nobody else in, nothing other than a dog or a child or an aging parent. That's the only people moving into my home.
I want to say one
So,
quick thing, right quick, because I heard Mim say she overwhelmed. Do you know how many wives and families that are in marriage relationship with kids that are overwhelmed? So to You have to think about the reasoning that you're bringing this person into your life. The
It,
reason. And I'm not sure, Mims, and really give it some thought. Give it some thought. If it's because you're overwhelmed as a wife and as a mother, that the reason why you want to bring another woman in to take the load off you, then hire you a maid, hire a nanny, hire a babysitter. Because honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that that's the reason why you should bring a wife, another woman into your marriage, into your bed, into your home, into your life.
well, OG,
And,
you gave a great
Hold on.
example
and
of it.
Let me.
I'm just and that's just my
Hold on,
honest
y'all.
opinion.
Hold on, Queen. Hold on. Because I got to get to Mimsy, but I want to say one thing because I haven't said anything yet. I think what 100 Watts said and what Mimsy said is key. It's very key. You have to have conversation, and I'm seeing that in the chat too. You have to have conversations about everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are with somebody and you say you really care about them. You gotta have conversations. And you have conversations, and through conversations, you figure out what is going to work best for you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get to more of my comment because I have a comment and a question that I want to say, and then I'm gonna actually get to the comments after Mimsy. So Mimsy, you have the floor, sister. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wasn't sure if OG Patrice had seen my stream on polygamy or not, but she did mention that she noticed that I was overwhelmed, which I specifically mentioned in my stream. Also, I'm sorry for the cancer in the back; they're having a great time. Um, but I do. Obviously, we don't take our decisions lightly. You know, my husband and I, we're very private people. We don't let anybody hang out with our children like alone, like no neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do slumber parties. We're very private and protective people of our children. And so, with that being said, take into consideration that our decisions are are under solid foundations. You know what I'm saying? Like we're standing on a solid foundation, really, really based in our faith in the Almighty. And I know that we're not making these decisions ourselves. These are revelations and the ways that the Almighty is moving us, right? And so the way that it came to us, right, after Mike originally like actually was willing to have these conversations, you know what I'm saying? Because of course he was more reserved than I was. This is my idea, and he's like, yo, Mims, like I don't think I can do that, and I kind of explained it to him, long story short. And this is not something that will be taken lightly. I'm not just going to open my door to the first chick who says, hey, no, they absolutely have to be 100% within the faith that we are under, the whole understanding this will be our wife. I to If anybody has any questions, go ahead and just watch my polygamy stream. It's like it's 3 hours. It's not that long. If you want to watch a movie, and then if you have any questions, just let me know.
Okay. Thank you,
Hey
Mimsy.
guys, I need to go.
Black David has to go, y'all. I'm gonna put the
If you
spotlight
have
on
if
him
you,
so
if
he
you
can.
have any question to me, you can ask me. If not, you can hit me up in the email later because I'm trying to be the guy who deter people from doing it. Because I grew up in these things, so I fully understand that. Other than that, please do your deep homework. The African folk who grew up in this type of environment, they let you know the pros and the cons behind it because it's not something you just want to jump into it. Because I could have jumped in a long time ago, but it's not for me. It's not worth it. Not worth for my mental health. So I'll just leave it like that. But other than that, you guys think about it before you jump into it. It's not no easy something if you're not part of that type of culture. Keyword polygamy is a cultural thing, not no lifestyle. Make you guys know that
Definitely.
right off the front. It's
He's
a
And Black
right.
cultural
David,
It's a
thing.
culture. It's not a
It's not,
lifestyle,
it's
and
not a
people are making it
lifestyle.
a lifestyle. That's the
And that's
thing.
why I'm a pure African but who the bypass when I hear such thing. You, you got people like me looking at you guys like you're crazy. Seriously. That's the problem. We got history in this. Ain't no, I just thought about it. We want to jump into that thing? Like, you seriously? Are you ready for it? But other than that, I need to go. One
Black
love, one
David,
peace.
much love. I'm gonna reach out to you this weekend, Black David. I'm gonna reach out to you this
No
weekend.
problem.
Okay. All right. Much love, brother.
All right.
All right. So this is my thing, and I agree with Black David. It's definitely a way of thinking that has to be something that you do your research on. That I will definitely agree on. My thing is this though. Is it that it doesn't work? Because but let me say this. Let me preface my question the right way. Let me preface my question the right way. So I know we only have a few more minutes, so let me preface my question the right way. And it's the last question. My thing is this, right? Okay. And I hear the people that say, you know, what I mean, that it may can't work. You know what I mean? Things may not go well and this, that, and the third. But if that's the case, then why is the divorce rate so sky high?
Mm. Mm. That's a
I'm
good
pausing.
question.
I'm pausing for a reason. Why is divorce rate so sky high? I don't need nobody. That's more of a something for y'all to. I want y'all to answer that, but I'm making a statement in the question. So why is divorce rate so sky high? And the thing is, you know what I mean? Is it just based on the fact that people just don't know what they're doing? They don't know the rules of poly. Is why it's not working? Is that really why it doesn't work? It's because they just don't know the rules. Because the Black David was saying it's a whole cultural thing. There's rules to it and stuff like that. And us as Americans, we don't know the rules. So is it the fact that we're failing because of the rules? And is the monogamous relationship failing? Why is that happening too? Because if monogamy is certainly the way and everybody believes in it and it's so great, why is divorce rate so sky high?
Mm.
Why? That's my only thing. That's my only thing behind the whole thing. Everybody's saying do this, do that, stay one person, do multiple. I'm saying, okay, cool. All right, y'all saying all these things. You know what I mean? But my only thing is the things we're doing here in America is not working. It ain't working.
You're
So we
not.
need to figure that out. We need to figure out why what we're doing in America is not working. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all doing, whether it's poly, monogamy, whatever, it ain't working. Okay? Divorce rate sky high. So, you know what I mean? Welcome back, Jake Takashi. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. You know what I mean? With that being said, you know what I mean? Y'all got a lot of comments. I cannot get through them all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a lot of comments, and thank y'all comments. Thank y'all for showing love, man. We appreciate y'all. Chat gang. Chat gang, gang, gang. You know
Yes.
what I mean? We love y'all, man. Thank you. Thanks for holding down the comments. Somebody else is coming in. Let me see who this is. Okay, we got
I
the
just,
rookie
I
coming
just,
in.
Hello, OG
Okay.
Patrice.
You know what I
hey,
mean?
how are
Okay.
you, Jay?
So
What's
so
up,
this a it's
guys?
a so
What's up,
back
Marcus
to the free.
Rodriguez?
What's up, Marcus? Back to the free flowing conversation. OG, go ahead and say what you have to say. Why are
No,
we in this predicament? I want everybody to talk. Why are we not? Why are we in this predicament? Anybody can go. Go ahead.
but I just want to say, I believe as Black Americans, like, everybody used to copy us, right? Now I think we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to copy every other culture, every other race of whatever it is that they're doing in their lives, and we're not getting it right, right?
Mm.
As a people, there's a reason why these things are running amok the way that they are. A lot people like to get, it's easy to get up on here and say like your life is also good and also this and also that. When in real
Exactly.
life, in real time, 9 times out of 10, it's not. It's a lot of
Yep.
capping be going on in these YouTube streets. Okay, I
Oh
am
boy, OG, come on, tell them.
Come on.
listen and I am just saying, as someone that's older, someone that's wiser and more, not wiser, but I'll say more experienced and older when it comes to how I've watched people move in these spaces. I'm wise, but I know you guys are a lot wiser when it comes to more modern technology, more certain things, and I love listening and learning from you guys too. But as someone from an OG perspective, like I used to listen to the OGs that raised me. When I wouldn't listen and they would warn me and tell me about certain things, and I do it anyway, and it'd be the damn end result that they tell me it was gonna be.
Mm.
Because I would get in and saying, I'm different. It ain't gonna happen to me. I can hold my emotions, I can hold my feelings, I can do this, I'm not like that person, I'm not like her, I'm not like him. Listen, we all human. Okay. At the end of the day, we have to be real and have a real conversation. If this is something that you're doing as because you just want to do it as a lifestyle and not as a it didn't come from your natural culture, I would suggest that you talk to someone that has been doing it, that's been doing it as a culture for years,
Mm.
and talk to them. And even they are going to tell you it's not all peachy keen. Akon is a prime example of that. He's from Africa. That's their culture. That's what he's doing right now in Africa with his multiple wives. And he have issues. It's been all on social media. And he got money. So let's really be real. People change, things change, feelings change, situations change. We have to be cognizant of that. I'm just telling you guys to be very, very careful in your choices. Research, study, talk to someone that's been in that culture for years. Have the conversation with them because you're bringing people into it that don't have a choice in the matter, and that's your children. And that's all I want to say, guys. You know, I wish all of you guys the best.
OG Patrice, can you say that one more time to be very, very careful part? And I'm gonna have Eddie say it. Hold on, I'm gonna have you say it too, Eddie. So OG Patrice, say it. Be very, very careful. What would you say?
I want you guys to be very, very careful with making this type of choice as a lifestyle and not as a culture. Talk to someone that has been in the culture doing it for years because you are bringing other people into the situation in your lifestyle that doesn't have a choice in the matter, and that's your children.
Very careful.
I wonder,
So hold on, Queen. Eddie, say it one more time, baby, so we all can hear you. Say it.
Very, very careful. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Queen, go ahead, Queen. We listening.
I wanted to say to 100 Watts, his comment that he said communication outweighs like emotions, and that is not true. You can communicate to you blue in the face. Logic and communication always supersedes emotional and irrational actions. That's not true because your emotions are unpredictable. You cannot predict how you're going to feel about something until you're in it. You don't know how you're going to respond to a situation until you're in it.
I just gave a prime example. My friends, they were nice, abiding, hard-working citizens that made a lot of money. That man was led by emotions, and he deleted himself and his wife.
The problem, OG, that is going on with generations and the different generations is that everyone thinks that they are made of steel and they have a cape on their back and they can fly. Red Bull does not give you wings. Okay? You are not bulletproof. Even you feel the pain through a bulletproof vest. Everybody thinks, oh, that's not going to be me. If you, like I said before, if you choose to do the lifestyle, do it. But you got to also think about what Black Nigerian Canadian said, that it traumatized him as a kid being in it as a child. You cannot control how your children are going to respond to it. The decisions you make, especially when there are kids involved, you have to think about everyone. It's not just about you anymore. It's not. You got dudes and women who become stalkers, killing people because they just can't take a breakup. You sitting there listening to your husband sleep with 3 other women and you good. You listening to your wife sleep with 3 other men and you good. Why push the emotional radar? Why push it? Now I'm not saying you do what you best. If it works out for you, good. If it's going well for you, good. Try it, whatever. But these things are not going to a restaurant trying a new dish. And that's the problem. What he said, like, we're trying to take on other things that were never part of us.
Wait, so Queen, I gotta stop you there. And there's a reason I'm stopping you there. This is the reason I'm stopping you there because everything in America is adopted from somewhere else.
I know that.
Okay. So no. Let me finish. Let me finish. So what you're saying is false. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, here's the thing, right? Everything we get is adopted. Everything we learn is adopted. Our religion, our culture, what we wear, everything's adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're being told these are the right things to do. We're being told this is what we need to believe. We're being told this is what we need to do, right?
Right.
So because we're being told to do certain things or be certain ways, you know what I'm saying? People now, what I think is happening really is that people are going back to their true identity and who they truly are, based on their culture, based on who they
I
really are.
don't
Because
agree with
remember,
that.
let me finish. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, right? Especially in Africa, especially with us African Americans here, we don't know really anything about who we really are. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell what part of Africa we from. You know what I mean? We gotta do an ancestry test. You know what I mean? We gotta check our bloodline. We gotta do all these things to find out who we are. And then once we find out who we are, then let's say we go back to that land. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're not really sure about, you know what I'm saying, what tribe we come from. We don't know any of these things. And each tribe has different
84.
rules. Hold on,
84.
Patrice. Hold on, let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish. I'm not saying that poly is the answer. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying monogamy is the answer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is this: the old way that we were doing things is not working because the divorce rate is sky high. We cannot dodge that fact. That is a fact. We can't dodge that.
Mr.
We can't
Best.
dodge that. Let
Why
me
is the
finish.
divorce rate so
Let me
high?
finish.
One
Let
mic,
me
one mic.
finish. Okay? And we've all seen it. I've seen it. I grew up in a household where a person married for 50 years and they had a gang load of problems. They stayed together, but they had a gang load of problems. You know what I mean? Certain things I can't even mention. Okay? I've seen it where it has made it work, right? I've seen it where, you know what I mean? Now we're seeing it where people are choosing multiple partners of different genders or whatever. And like as Gigi said, it's working for her. You know what I mean? Mimsy's making it work for her. So I think results vary in each and every situation. We cannot just put the same label on everything. That's what's wrong with society right now.
Thank you. That label crap.
Let everybody be their own person. Let everybody blaze their own trail. Let everybody be their own standard. Stop putting people in your box. Be in your box. Be in your circle. Do what works for you. That's the message of the conversation. Do what works for you. Don't demonize somebody who wants to be monogamous, and don't demonize somebody who wants to be poly. I hear people say, "Oh, well, you want to be monogamous?
Absolutely.
You're wrong for being monogamous. You know what I mean? You a punk. You this, you that." Men hear it all the time. We hear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
You a punk.
Ridicule each other.
And why you don't want to be with other girls? Are you sure you're not playing for the other team? Are you sure you're not doing this and that? You know what I mean? When you want to be a monogamous man who really believes in love, you get so much things that come at you. People come at you left and right with so much negative comments. I've heard all of them. I even had one of my grandparents question who I was. Are you sure you like women? I'm like, huh? Because I believe in love and because I believe in affection and because I believe in being one person. That's what it is. So we got to stop demonizing people for being monogamous. But we also got to stop demonizing the poly too. You know what I mean? Stop demonizing them. You know what I mean? If they have found love on a different level, let me finish OG Patrice. I'm almost done. If they found love on a different level, then we got to let them be. Let everybody be their own standard. With that being said, OG Patrice, I know you got something to say.
Absolutely. I
Go
just want to say I'm not trying to tell anyone not to be poly. I'm just trying to tell them to be real about coming into that lifestyle, because even though that comes from a lot of our culture, from our ancestors, we are westernized. That's not how we normally get down. The average westernized Black family has not been exposed to that culture because they don't know their history. They don't know their lineage. When I did my African ancestry, I told you, I know I'm down to the very tribe I belong to. And when I started researching my ancestry and my tribe, even on the spirituality level, that's why I'm no longer a Christian, because that wasn't the culture that my tribe come from, Christianity, in the sense of what is westernized today. That's why I no longer practice it, because I choose to start studying up under the Messianic spirituality that was a culture from my people. But I did my research first. I didn't just jump into it and say, "Oh, well, I'm that now," just because I know that that's where my lineage come from. So again, someone that's never done poly needs to go back culturally and research, study, Have the conversation with someone that's now in that lifestyle before you just jump into it. I think that as American Westernized Black people, we tend to just jump and take and get on the train because what everybody else is saying, or where everybody else is saying, okay, now I need to make this a part of my lifestyle. No, you need to, like, why are you making it a part of your lifestyle? Have you checked into the culture of poly life and done your research on it? That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling no one what to do because we all grown. We're going to do what we want to do anyway. But I just came up here to give another side, to give another real life, real time experience from people I know in and out of the industry that live the lifestyles for real. Because I don't want no one to have a facade to think everything is just all peaches and cream and poly life is the best, it's good, because it's not going to be that experience for everybody. And that's just real. Yeah. So that's the only thing I was saying.
And Don said, I'm asking technical questions, not demonizing. In the U.S., if you can't have two legal wives, is there only one wife that has legal status?
Hold on, Eddie. Hold on. We got to close this out pretty soon. And thank Don Harder for the question. I got to give a shout out real quick to the Keen and I Life podcast. You know what I mean? Got to give them a shout out. The Keen and I Life podcast, and definitely Yella. Yella, what's going on, baby? You know what I mean? We got to give you a shout out to Yella. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Yellow, man.
Shout out to
Yellow. Definitely. So you know what I mean? And Don Harder, thank you for the question. I would like to get to the question, but we just don't have enough time right now because I have to close this out. So anybody has any rebuttal, anything, Eddie, if you got something to say, Jay, whoever.
I do.
Anybody go ahead.
I do. To follow what OG is saying, one of my brothers, and he doesn't mind because one day I'll bring him on so he can talk for himself. He is married to two women. He has two wives from Saudi Arabia, and he lives over there. So, and what he has told me, he wanted this, but also he's maintaining both because his mind works different than mine. So he's able to formulate and construct things to do it in a way that is by their rules, not what America just took. Like I said, because America takes crap from everybody. Let's just keep it a bean on that. Shout out to my man Watts for using that phrase. But yeah, they do. America takes stuff from other people. They do it all the time. And the thing is, here, you're not actually following it. You're just diluting it. That's not what it means. Because this is something I studied when I was in college. Polygamy came up on one of my papers. And I know full on well what everybody's practicing is not polygamy at all. You're just going around just smashing. That's all it is. And technically, I hate to be viral when I say this, but just how we got female hoes, there's male hoes. So the ladies, don't worry. The men are also that too. Whenever they do stuff like that, because they're just wilding out right now, just like how the ladies are. So there is no difference on it whatsoever. So whenever it comes to these practices, they're not full on the actual practice because I know they're skipping a whole bunch of different things and they're not actually marrying any of them. So you're not really doing what Genghis Khan did. You're not doing with in Japan, like having concubines and having a main wife. But the difference is polygamy is literally more than one spouse. That's really what that is. What you're doing is just you're taking the concept and you're molding it to what you think that it is, and you're not actually following what the actual true thing, what the actual true requisite of that concept is. So you're just, like I said, you're just making up shit, really, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, I mean, that's just to back up OG Patrice, my brother example, and also with the whole concept thing, because like I said, I've seen it, and it works for some people, and some people are meant to do it. So, and I would say a majority of people cannot do it. I can say that with my head up. Most people can't do it, even the rich people. So
I think let me give a little bit of pushback to that, Jay. Not even pushback. I just want to say that I think that none of us know what we're doing. Can we just be real? None of us know what we're doing. If we knew what we were doing, the fucking when we start.
You just outside yelling at the door, huh?
You know what I mean?
Jeezy.
You know what I mean? Like none of us know what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like we all trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not sitting on the soapbox for monogamy people because that's where I reside. That's what I am into. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's what I know of. I don't know about the other world. I have to do my research. I don't know about the other world. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting on the soapbox of people who are poly. What I'm saying is that we don't know, and what we're doing in America is not working. Okay? So we got to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's not working. So I personally think that maybe it's because we're not doing our research and we're not building friendships.
Clearly.
We're not building friendships. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mr. C says saying it best right here. There's no blueprint. You are the blueprint. You know what I mean? You are the blueprint. You are Jay-Z. You are Sean Carter. You are the blueprint. You're the blueprint. There ain't no blueprint. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ. I hear you, baby. Go ahead.
I was just saying, if the men out there are really thinking about getting 3 to 4 wives, I would say, if you're trying to get married, I would say fix the contract first. When it comes to marriage, fix the contract. Okay. But also, don't jump in it, for the wrong reasons. I would say have your shit together first. Get, if you want to get married to these 4 queens, make sure they get a stand-up good job, whatever that good job is. It's got to be good enough for the 5 of y'all. You know what I mean? But I would just say communicate first before jumping in it. Don't get all 4 wives at the same time. I'm just saying, like, if you want to try, at least just try to get 2. If that does not work, don't do it. And if you ain't got the bread, don't jump in it. Okay, because you do gotta have money. You do gotta have money, but to do this, go ahead.
Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's stop the BS. It's not about money. Let's stop the BS. Okay, it's not about money. Money is a fraction about it. But I'm not saying you BS, Eddie. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the money aspect is only a small percentage of it. It's not the biggest percent. The biggest thing is that you both have to be comfortable with living with other people. You know what I mean? You have to understand what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. What if one of the wives is making more money than all 5 of y'all combined?
Right. And that's what look, and that's why I say you got to be on the same level. You got to be on the same level.
You got to be on the same page. You have to have an agreement of this is okay.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. You know what I mean? It's not. You know what I mean? And it's not about being a broke dude and not being a broke dude. You got this all mixed up. It's not even about that. And I think that's what goes wrong because we start putting money into it. That's what goes wrong.
84, you starting to go out a little bit. 84.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we got to separate money and relationships. We got to start doing that. That's when we got to start doing in relationships. We got to separate money and relationships.
But 84, what we got to realize, if we taking on that culture, if this generation of American people want to take on that culture, those men had money over there. And now we're just doing it here in America, nilly-willy. Knowing most of the time they ain't got the money to afford these families. What are we really doing?
Hold on. Let me finish. And y'all, I see in the comments, a man doesn't have to fund anything. This is America. You don't have to fund anything. All you have to do is have an agreement between you and the people that you're living with. And y'all got to figure that out. Y'all got to figure out who's doing the income, who's doing this and who's doing that. Y'all got to figure that out as a community. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's wrong in relationships. We don't see relationships as a community. We don't see it as a family. We're so focused on money and everything else, we completely miss out on everything else. Build a fundamental relationship. You know what I'm saying? Your career and what you want to do, that's a conversation that has to be had once you establish that you guys want to be together. Okay, we want to be together. Cool. Now, who's working? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? Who's cooking? Who's cleaning? Who's doing that? Those are conversations that have to be had after that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Communication is key.
Communication is the key thing. It is number one. Communication, your standards, your
A1.
boundaries, and your morals. That's what's going to shine. Money comes and goes, okay? Your health is going to come and go. You're going to get old. They're going to get old. Then what? What are you going to do then?
And then,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you.
I just want to make it clear.
I started it off with they listen. I started it off. They had the conversation. They had rules and had regulations. Emotion trumps all that. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, it trumps all of that. It trumps money. It trumps the communication. It trumps the agreement. When a person emotes, have y'all ever heard of crimes of passion? It doesn't matter how much money you have. When somebody gets jealous and envious, it doesn't matter that we made an agreement, we had an understanding, we had a conversation. It makes no difference when somebody's emotions is overboard and overload, and then they do something illegal.
But OG Patrice, as I said, I gotta push back. This is hold on. I gotta. Okay, so I'm gonna get to DJ Eddie, and I'm gonna go to you, Marcus.
Yeah, no.
Listen,
what I was
listen.
saying
Let me,
the money. Okay,
Eddie, I'm just saying this last point, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I'm even mute myself, and I'm gonna just let you and Marcus rock out, and everybody else rock out. And I'm gonna close the stream at 3:00, y'all. So get ready. Now listen, this is all I gotta say, right? Your communication is there because you do have emotion and you do care about each other. So your emotion and your communication got to be hand in hand. What you feel for that person and the way you communicate got to be hand in hand. If it is not, then it will fail. It will fail. You know what I mean? And don't agree to something that you don't want to do. If you know that you want kids in a relationship and a person that you with don't want kids, then guess what? That relationship probably ain't going to work. If you want to live in one state and they want to live in a different state, guess what? That relationship is not going to work. You got to be on the same page, people. We got to be on the same page. That's all I'm saying. We got to be on the same page completely. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And yes, we are making things complicated. Yeah, that is. People are making it complicated. You know what I mean? It could be a lot more simple. DJ Eddie rock out, Marcus rock out.
Yeah, no, I would just say, just like you said, you have to be on the same level, man. Basically, and if what I was saying about the man going out getting about 2-3 women, it's cool, but they have to be willing to bring something to the table. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, brother.
Marcus, go ahead, Marcus.
All right. Yeah, because I've been hearing everybody speak, and I understand where everyone's coming from. Everyone's opinion is valid. So the thing is, your interpretation, how you take the truth, that's the emotional response that you're going to give. It depends on how you're going to take it. That's going to fall on you. That doesn't fall on the person that's trying to speak the truth to you, that's trying to communicate with you. You take it how you want it. If that's how you want to take it, if you want to act in a crime of passion, that's going to be your fault. You're the one that's going to end up in jail or whatever. Repercussions, every action has a reaction. So for me, I don't believe in involving the state. If the girl that I'm with right now, I've practiced polygamy or polyamory, and Jay knows because I've talked to Jay about this in my personal life. And the less and less I've done it, but every now and then, if you want to spice it up, that's cool. I don't believe in involving the state, and that's another issue that always happens a lot too. A lot of couples, they want to jump into a marriage. They're looking at the wedding day, not what comes after the wedding. And that's the issue too, because that's with a lot of marriages that have lasted. Regardless if they split up decades after, the duty is right there. The duty is the responsibility, especially you have kids. All right. When you have kids, kids change the game. Kids change everything because that child is your world. All right. And you want to try to show the child as much what the real world is, not a false illusion of the world.
Right.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna take a vote because I have to drop down and Queen has to drop down. We have to drop down for a minute. Yeah, me and Queen we have to drop down for a second. Queen has to handle some stuff.
Okay.
I gotta handle some stuff in the background.
I got you. I got a question for Queen.
So
this is real quick.
Okay. So Queen could be on she's gonna be on from now to 3:30, but at 3:30 Queen's gotta go. I gotta drop down at 3:00. Eddie, if you want to keep this going, we can keep it going, and I don't have to end the stream, or we can end the stream at 3. It's up to you. It's really on you, brother.
Yeah. I got things I got to do too at 3, man. Same as you, man. I got things I got to do.
Okay. Yeah. So we're closing at 3, y'all. So go ahead, Jay.
Yo, Miss Queen.
Yes.
Well, first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
No, that's good. Let me ask you a question. If you can give one, if you could give your, let me not say your son. Let me go to your daughter. If you had a daughter previously, if you had a daughter, what would be the most important thing that you would tell her in her life? What would you tell her?
Um, take time to know herself, know what she wants, know what she likes, know what she dislikes, and know where she wants to go in life, and never compromise that. Know her worth, and you don't need anyone to tell that or validate that. Your worth comes from you, no one else.
That was beautiful. Thank you for, because I've always wanted to hear what you had to say on something like that, and that to me is a good mother right there when she says something, when she gives her advice like that. Also, that's what I like to hear. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, everybody. Okay, okay. Does anybody have any closing statements before I highlight everybody? Anybody got any closing statements?
Yeah,
I
Mimsy,
I
want to
just,
Jeezy,
I
say
and
just,
something.
I just want to say, right quick that, when I being in the entertainment industry cost me a lot of time with my son. But the things that I was around and exposed to, I'm glad my son was around to be exposed to that, because I would have been a selfish person if I would have exposed my son to a lifestyle that he didn't ask to be a part of, having not being a child and not having a choice in the matter. Because I want him to grow up and live his life the way he wants to live it. And that's the only thing that I'm saying is when we choose to do things as parents without, because we want to do them for our own selfish reasons, not realizing that we have children in the matter that don't have a say in the matter, that don't have a choice because they, but we think because they are children, we have a right to make life life choices for them and to engulf them in certain things that they may not have would have choose had it not been for our choices. So that's the only thing that I'm saying is when you have children, you have to be careful, especially of this, because you're going into it from a whole different perspective. And sometimes we're selfish as a people and we only want to do what drives us as a person, not realizing the effect that it could later have on our children. That's the only thing I want to say. Everybody live their life, make their own choices, do their own thing. I'm not knocking it. I'm just giving another perspective to look at. You, if you want to live that life, you are also free and welcome and grown enough to do whatever you want to do. But just know that you have to deal with the consequences behind the choices that you make. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. You have to deal with that.
yes, and I want to say shout out to Sir Hill Speaks as well. Shout out to him. Shout out to him,
Shouts
man.
out, Sir Hill.
Does anybody else have any closing remarks? Queen, I heard your voice. Do you have anything you want to
Um,
say?
I just wanted to say, like I said before, do you? It's not for me, but make sure in anything that you do, you're taking care and you're protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Make sure that's on top, because if that's not your priority, it will affect everything else in your life. That's all.
Thank you,
And
Queen.
I would
Thank you,
like to
thank you,
say
thank you.
something.
Go ahead, Gigi. Talk to me. Closing arguments, girl. Go ahead.
I just want to tell Mimsy, whatever you decide to do is going to work out great. You just got to be positive and don't go into it negative. Every situation is different, and you never know. You might try it with your husband, and it might be wonderful. And you might try it, and it might not work out. It's no reward without risk.
I truly
I
Because
like
believe
that.
that.
I
after
like that.
that,
I like that too.
Gigi, you saying something else? I'm sorry, sis. I didn't hear that last part.
I've been in it, and I have no problems. Like the rest of them, they left, but it's not bad. It's not always going to be good either. Anybody, you could be in a relationship with just one man or one woman and still have the same issues.
That's
Nothing will
exactly
change.
what I'm saying.
So
That's
it's up to
facts. That's
you
facts.
if you want to expand your family and be better, or it's all up to you. At the end of the day, you got to close your door. It doesn't mean that your kids are going to be in the bedroom and you got to share him in front of each other. Everybody keeps saying it
Whoa.
like that. It's definitely not always like that. Like I never shared a bed with him and the other one ever. So it's all how you
Mm,
want to put it. You put the rules, you put the boundaries, and you make it how you want to make it great for you and your family. And I have a daughter, and she's known him since she's been alive. I gave birth to her, and he was the first person who saw her. So it's up to
got
you
you,
on how you
got you.
do it.
Mm.
Shout out to She Stole My Thunder. What's going on, sister? Much love to her. Much love to her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this, and I think what Jeezy said is essential. You know what I mean? Do what works for you. You know what I mean? Definitely do your research. Definitely have those conversations. Definitely check your emotions. We all said that as well. But definitely do what works for you at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's key. You know what I mean? Does anybody else have any closing arguments? Because I'm about to highlight everybody.
I think we said everything.
Okay.
All I can say is, I mean, just to like make it real quick, is that like I said, we have technically only one life to live as far as we know, and everybody should have a chance to experience what they want to experience within their life, as long as it's something that they want to do. No, I don't think anybody has the right to tell them what they should and should not do. That's different, Like I said, because how you choose to live your life is how you choose to live your life. But the thing is, like I said, there's consequences to everything that we do, even choices in life itself. So all you, I think, not wish for the best for you. I think the thing is, you have to want the best for you. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
to be able, and I mean that, and I'm not trying to talk about like some philosophical way. I'm talking about the work from within that you do to yourself in order to get to where you want to go, man and woman. This ain't simply for the men. I'm talking to the women too when I say this. When y'all, like I said, because when you've done it, you'll be surprised at the results that you have, and not even just surprised at the results. Like you actually might get happy once you get that. You is set. Let's be real.
Definitely.
No, because that
Definitely.
happy feeling is something you don't want to take for granted. That's something you want to
Mm-hmm.
bask in for a good while with your significant other, whether you have multiple or one. Because, like I said, when I commit to one, I commit to one. That's the end of it. No one else is getting that love except her. That's
Got
about
you.
it.
Got you. Let me say this, and I believe in. I believe what Jesus said too was essential. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take a high risk to get a high reward. Sometimes that has to happen. You know what I mean? I believe in the whole inception thing. I've always been an inception type of person. If y'all don't know what the inception philosophy is, watch the movie. It's a great movie, and the premise of the movie is, in order to obtain your dreams, you got to take the highest of risk. You know what I mean? His thing was that he just wanted to go back to his family. He wanted to be back with his kids and his wife, and he was going to do anything and everything to get back to them, even if it meant him risking him losing his mind and him losing a sense of reality. He's willing to trade it all just for that person. So I believe in that fully. You know what I mean? Risk it all. You know what I mean? If you have to. You know what I mean? In order to find happiness and to conquer your dreams. You know what I mean? Oh, that's your favorite movie too? Yo, that's my movie, yo, for real, Jeezy. That's my movie. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna highlight everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to go home. You know what I mean? First, I got up. The rookie. You know what I mean?
Na
Marcus
na na
Rodriguez, talk
Marcus
to us.
na na na.
Rodriguez. Let's go.
ESPN. Let's
Beep,
go.
beep, beep.
No, I just want to say it's a great conversation, great interaction. A shout out to OG Patrice, shout out to Queen, shout out to Mimsy, shout out to Mr. Best, shout out to DJ, shout out
Yeah.
to Jay, shout out to Sneaker Custodian, everybody
Yeah.
else here that was on the panel earlier. Shout out to M3. He's living that best life right there. Moving on up, we moving
Moving
on.
on up.
There you go. So yeah, but it was a great talk. I appreciate it. I appreciate your platform. I always shout out your platform. Much love, peace, and prosperity.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother Marcus. Thank you. Moving on. He on the phone, so I'm gonna go back to him. I'm gonna go to OG
Miss
Patrice.
OG Patrice.
Yeah, Miss OG Patrice.
Yeah.
Talk to us, OG.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for allowing me on the panel as usual to grace you guys with my presence. I appreciate it. I love the topics you guys talk about. I love the fact that we look at things from both perspectives, right? And I really appreciate that you guys do at least listen to my views and my opinions on things as someone that's older, just trying to be and lead by example for the younger generation. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I rock with you guys. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. You guys can check me out on Life or Death, where I play a role as Ava. It is on YouTube. It is a graphic novel with the Emmy-winning filmmaker Frank Gooden. I will be on this evening shortly at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go and subscribe to Life or Death, and you can hear your girl doing her acting thing in real life in real time. I appreciate you guys. I want everybody to live their life by their choice unapologetically, but also know that in real time and in real life, you have to weigh options on all sides of the spectrum. Have the conversations, but do live your life. Be you. You're young. You have the choices. Make them, but make them wisely and be very, very careful. I love you guys.
Thank you, OG Patrice.
Thank you,
Much
OG
love, and
Patrice. We love you.
check her out. Check her out on Life and Death on YouTube. All right, y'all make sure y'all check her out
at 8:00.
I'm going. Yes. We going to Brother Jay Takashi off the phone. So you back?
Yo, just watching. Yo, man. I forgot to turn the camera off when I was on the phone. Sorry, guys. I had to.
Nah,
sorry,
you good,
guys. I
bro.
had to
We
take
love
care
you,
of
man.
He's
something.
all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You're all good. You're all good. Go ahead, Jay. Tell them about your
Yeah.
social media. Tell them stuff you got coming up. We know you got some stuff coming up with Princess K and all that. Let us know all about
right.
all that, man. Talk to us.
All right. First of all, you guys can find me at Instagram, which is J Johnson 3242. If you guys want to get in contact with me, just like I said, contact me through that. And also, if you want to join the stream and get in contact with me, like I said, just join the stream and we can talk. It's not hard to reach me. And my channel's name is Jay Takashi, and over there we talk about multilateral different things. And like I said, you're welcome there. Like I said, no one thought police on my channel, so don't worry. You're welcome to come on. And also for the upcoming projects that are coming up. So in '84, you and me gonna be talking in the background because we got some stuff we got to plan too, also. But definitely, brother, because we trust me, we're gonna do something real cool. Especially in the R&B type music, because the upcoming video that's coming up next Friday for you guys with me, a collab with me and Princess K. We're gonna be talking about J-pop and K-pop, y'all, and we're gonna talk about why it's so great and why we got so engrossed to it at a younger age, as opposed to just our own cultural music that we listen to now. And personally, I'll be speaking of why I love it more than our current day music now, as opposed to the old school, which was better. So like I said, be on the lookout for that. And also, if you guys want to join that stream, you're welcome to. Other than that, this is Jay Takashi. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, yo, Jay,
Peace
I
out,
messaged
man.
you in the private chat.
Later, Jay.
I messaged you in the private.
Later. And three, I'm gonna have you close us out. So I'm gonna get you in a second. I'm gonna have you close us out because you have to close us out. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna go to
Jeezy.
Yes. Hello. I just wanted, because I know everybody was like, oh, what she look like? I have Instagram. My Instagram is Sneaker Custodian. You could click on my page. You can see me, see what I do, and all that good stuff. And thank you for having me on. And again, don't knock nothing till you try it. That's my whole thing. Different world, different time, and we gotta adapt.
Yes, we do have
Survival
to adapt.
of the fittest.
Word. Definitely shout out to Sneaker Custodian. She on Twitch as well. Holla at her. You know what I mean? She be going live on there too. Holla at her.
Yella, it's Life or Death. I just want to say to Yella because he's asking the channel. The channel is Life or Death, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Check
I'm
that
gonna
out.
subscribe to.
Today too.
I'm gonna subscribe to yours, OG.
OG Patrice holding it down also with the homie Chef Shapino. He holding it down as well. Queen, talk to us real quick.
You can see me on Instagram at Queen Forever 2K and here on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Thank you for participating in our Saturday afternoon chat and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen.
Now, she was keeping it real today, you know what I'm saying? And she keeps it real all the time with us, man. She let us know what it is. Mimsy, talk to us. Give us that real talk. Talk to us, sister.
I appreciate you guys letting me on here and even having this conversation. I actually find it fascinating that this conversation popped up as soon as my revelation hit. And sorry, I'm being demanded for dinner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. I love you guys, knowledge and relationships. I really appreciate you guys. I love you. This is Family. Jeezy, I love your input. I actually I really appreciate your words. Not that I don't appreciate everybody else's, but it's nice to get input from someone who's lived the life as a woman in a positive aspect. So that's really cool. I am new to Instagram again. I don't really know what to do on it, but you guys can find me at Mimsy Limbs, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I do live stream scriptural readings. I just started Bible study last night, Genesis chapters 1 through 5. So next Friday, we'll be picking up Genesis chapter 6 if anybody wants to come and join, and if y'all's like, the real conversations with real talk with Mimsy Limbs, and I promise there will be less cancer in my background during my streams. Feel free to come and check us out. I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you, ma'ams. Love you.
I love you guys. You guys are amazing.
You
now I'm gonna go to the music coordinator, DJ Eddie King. Talk to us, brother.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining the panel. I want to thank everyone in the chat for stopping by, joining the stream with us. I am the music creator for knowledge and relationship. You can look me up on YouTube, DJ Eddie King on YouTube, Instagram, dj.eddie.king. I also want to say hit that notification bell. That way you get the videos that's popping. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Anybody out there that need intro beats, outro beats, let me know. I am your boy, your king. I will bring it to you. Thank you very much. Pass this along to Mr. Best.
Chip.
Thank you for jumping in, y'all. Thank you for being part of the Knowledge and Relationship Experience. We truly appreciate y'all. We truly appreciate everybody on here. Thanks for everybody in the chat and on the panel for coming up. I want to thank BK Apologist, Sneaky Custodian, Memsy, Watts, Marcus Rodriguez, OG Patrice, Queen Forever 2K, Memsy, you know what I mean? And definitely, you know what I mean, for holding me down. Oh, yeah, First Lady Tammy. And definitely for holding me down. You know what I mean? DJ Eddie King. Yeah. Thank you for holding me down, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And holding me down, man.
Also, Mr. Best, I got to say this. Be on the lookout for Sheree B. Chicago this Sunday. Live.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that. Yes.
Yeah. So Sheree Chicago is going to be live. Y'all show us some love. Mm-hmm. Also, Jedi Mike is going live in 5 minutes. Everybody, please show him some love as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Show all the content creators some love, man. You know what I mean? All the content creators on here that's doing their thing, show them love. You know what I mean? We appreciate everybody, man. Thank you for showing us all love. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the panel. We love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Anything y'all need to talk about or y'all need to discuss, you can always hit me up on IG. Most of y'all have my IG anyway. If you don't have my IG, it's Mr. If You Know, You Know 1984. Once again, Mr. If You Know, You Know 1984, which will be changing soon. The name will change, and it may go back to Best in the World possibly, but we shall see. With that being said, I'm working on some character development. That's what I'm saying. Working on some character development.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Y'all know I like to be creative. Y'all know that. With that being said, y'all, we're gonna say goodnight to y'all. We love y'all. This was awesome, man. We took the original topic, we flipped it, and we just killed it. You know what I mean? But yes, with that, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. We out.
Peace.